Okay. Izzy, Cameron, thanks for popping in. How you guys doing? Where is it? Oh my god, I joined the wrong team. 1 second. I'm gonna have to restart the game. I forgot to add the rental code. Not me sitting here for 30 minutes making sure I had everything ready and I literally just didn't add the rental code. Luckily, I have a handy dandy little bot command to put it up in here. And of course the bot command isn't working because why would it? Oh wait, no, it's rental bot code. There we go. First try streaming in like 5 years. Cut me some slack. The last time I had tried to stream on Twitch, I did not even know what VGC was. I was just trying to be one of the many Nuzlockers and realized that there was no interest in that. Because like, how do you get more of an audience than like Peach Hal? Topo! Thank you for coming in. It means a lot to have you here in at least my first one. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna borrow my own battle team. So anybody who's seen my Reg G rentals video, this is the Armor Rouge team from that video. That's the third one listed. So this is what we're gonna be playing with to start. Basically just my Reg F team that I've been going crazy over since January, but with Calyrex replacing Ursaluna. Which is a shame because I love Ursalunas too. And it's a shame that like they kind of fit too much of the same role. But I have been also testing a version with like Dawnwing's Necrozma or Lunala that gets to use Ursaluna still. So don't mind the weird looking team that's in my current party, that's for later. Okay, finally I'm able to go up on this properly. I also feel like, Cameron, I feel like I'm like in the minority as well, people who prefers regular Ursaluna to Blood Moon. I find Blood Moon is like too edgy looking. It's like, oh my god, it's got the scarred face and like the big red blood spot. I don't know. I like the derpy OG Ursaluna. Oh my god, are we really starting with Dundozo today? Oh lord. Okay. Dundozo. Dundozo does Dundozo things, and honestly Miraidon is kind of a problem because usually we deal with Dundozo by putting it to sleep. But it shouldn't be too bad. I think we can just do like Indeedee Armor Rouge, Calyrex in the back, and maybe I think Torkoal can still chunk most of these pretty hard, but I also am tempted to just bring Lilligant. No, we have terrain control, so yeah, we can do Lilligant. I'm usually really bad at nicknames, but when I came up with my Ursaluna's nickname, I was so proud of myself. I literally like, texted my wife. I'm like, yo, I finally have a nickname I'm actually like think is good. I'm clever. I named my Ursaluna Baramy. But like, not just like Jeremy with a B, but like spelled out like B-E-A-R-E-M-E-Y. I lost my shit over it. Okay, so he got his Electro Terrain, then we got our Psychic Terrain. If we Terra the Armor Rouge, we can probably just take whatever he throws at it, but I don't... Unless he Draco Meteors. But I think, to be honest... Most people don't know what Armor Rouge does anymore. I think we can get away with, like, Terra... Meteor Beam, the Grimmsnarl to soften it up, and Trick Room on Indeedee. Because I'm guessing we're going to see a Discharge or an Electro Drift into the Armor Rouge or Indeedee. And it's probably Specs. I already have more ideas for GS Cup than I have for Reg G, and a lot of them center around Miraidon on Trick Room teams. Like, Miraidon plus Calyrex sounds like an insane combination. Okay, light speed for Grim Snarl, that's fine. Without the Electric Train, I'm pretty sure DD can even survive an Electro Drift, so I don't think it matters what he's doing here. So he went Armor Rouge, or... Oh, DD. Oh yeah, see, we're fine. Electro Drift makes contact? That's great. I didn't even know. Alright, so we got our Trick Room, we got our +1. Hey Aqua, hey Louis Philippe, how you guys doing? I think there's not really any reason to not just Armor Cannon, Grimmsnarl, and no, let's take out the Miraidon, let's be safe. Let's just Expanding Force and follow me in case of Spirit Break. I'm good, I'm good. First time actually taking Reg G ladder kind of seriously. I played around with the team I was testing for a video, but I haven't actually seen what ladder has been like, and I haven't been following the format over the last couple of regionals. Oh, discharge. That's fine. Because like the thing is, I want to prep for Worlds, but we still have NAIC, we still have like the LA regionals. There's not really much point in prepping when the format is like, it's gonna change once or twice more anyway. So now we're in a pretty good spot where like we can get a pretty free Meteor Beam charge turn with Herma Rouge, because Calyrex is just gonna kind of delete these two. Oh, I have a follow thing set up, but I kind of messed it up. I guess it is under the video, so I'm sorry for whoever just followed. I didn't see your name, but thank you so much. I'll have to fix that before the next stream. I thought I got everything right, but thank you, Titan. Yeah, I saw that Zamazenta was good, Aqua, and I've been really happy that a lot of them is switching to Grass Terra instead of Water, because it's really good for Torkoal on a lot of my hard Trick Room teams. Okay, so Miraidon's probably going to switch to Tatsu, and it's kind of really annoying that we went Meteor Beam into that slot, but kind of what are you going to do? How many turns Trick Room do I have left? 2. Dondozo is probably, yeah, they're probably going to switch Miraidon for Tatsu, and maybe Protect on the Dondozo. But I think we'll attack it this turn, and then next turn we'll switch to Lilligant if he goes for the Protect. Yeah, there's the Tatsu coming in. Hi Tom, thank you for coming in. I find Dondozo and Reg G so annoying, because I refuse to believe it has any potential at top tables. Like, I haven't seen any top cut, maybe even top 16, I don't think I've seen. Thank you. Jesus, we do so little that high horsepower, it's not even funny. Okay, so this turn he attacked. Which means he's probably going to protect this turn. I'm torn between whether to double Trick Room or just switch into Lilligant to put it to sleep next turn. I think we'll get a little bit more mileage out of Lilligant, so we'll Expanding Force just in case he doesn't protect, and we'll switch Calyrex for Lilligant. It'll also help us stall out the light screens and the reflect more. By the way, everybody, I assume somebody would have said otherwise if something was wrong, but like volume-wise, my voice in the game, that's all good. Does everything sound good? so I don't know if we're actually faster than Dondozo, so it might be an issue. Okay, we are perfect. So now we just have to hope our sleep RNG is good. Oh my god. That's from the light screen, I bet too, right? Oh my god, okay. I didn't expect it to do that little. I think my only hope is to hope I get to all 3 sleep turns. And then, I still don't know. Okay, I think if I Trick Room here, because he has 1 more turn of light screen. I think if I Trick Room here and he stays asleep, we're okay. Or if this crits, that'd be nice. Oh, please? Yo! Take that, Dondozo player. Certified proof that Dondozo is more washed than Armarouge. Now we got our Trick Room up. The Tatsugiri should go down in 1 hit unless it's Focus Sash, but even if it's Sash, it'll get knocked out by Calyrex. Oh yeah, there we go. He didn't. He's mad. There we go. Good start, good start. Sucks that we had to start with Dondozo, but we still got there. The one feature that they need for ranked battles by now, and so, but it's Game Freak, so maybe we'll have it by like Gen 13. They need to have it so you can randomize the music, but you can pick ones that you don't want to hear. I hate randomizing the music in this game because of all the really bad wild themes, but otherwise I prefer to do that. This seems kind of easy. What Terra was the Calyrex on this team again? Water. Yeah, oh, we're fine. I'm assuming there's a taunt involved somewhere, but I don't really see any reason why like Calyrex and DD doesn't get there here. Just go like Terra Water, follow me, Trick Room, and have like Torkoal, probably Gallade in the back. See, I don't mind the Gym Leader theme Aqua, but I just don't like how when you do it online, it gets into like the cheering loop way too quickly, and then it just doesn't stop. The actual music part, like the first bit of it's pretty decent. Like, I'm really picky with the music, but I don't mind, they should just add, like, DLC music. I would pay money for, like, a music pack. Some people have said I'm crazy, but I would pay money for, like, a Sword and Shield music pack, or, like, a Gen 3 music pack, or something. Give me Marnie's theme. Marnie's theme was so good, I would pay money just to have Marnie's theme. I would pay $10 whole for Marnie's theme. Okay, so here's an interesting dilemma. Does that DD have Imprison, or is it just going to try and turn off Trick Room? You know, rank ladder things. This team looks like an ordinary team of 6, but that DD could know like Imprison, Disarming Voice for all I know. I think we're going to play it slightly safer, and we're going to high horsepower, and I think actually we're going to Glacial Lance and Helping Hand. If that's a Ghost Terra on the Shiyu, okay, it's Terra on the DD. Water, okay. Now, if he's using Trick Room and not Imprison, though, then that's completely fine. Because I expected either an Imprison or Trick Room, so I'm not even bothering clicking Trick Room. The little hat is so funny on Calyrex. It's so small on his big head. Hello, Saint. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so we got a Dark Pulse. Jeez, even with the Terra. Okay, it's Imprison. That's rougher, but not unbeatable. Thank you for the follow, whoever did that. As I said earlier, my follow thing is like broken. I guess I could just fix that like now. 1 second. There, now it should work the next time it comes up. The Glacial Lance hit harder than I was expecting. Okay, so we're not high horsepower. Ignore Glacial Lance. Follow me. Oh, follow me is sealed. Lovely. Okay. Protect. Let's see what he does. I don't want Calyrex to go down this turn. So I guess we're gonna see if the Chiyu is locked or not. I didn't pay attention if there was like a Life Orb recoil. Okay, so it is still using Dark Pulse. I think Gallade could possibly live 1 Dark Pulse. The Imprison really messed me up. But that's, like I said earlier, that's just rank ladder things. Kind of like, what are you going to do, you know? I think I just have to hope that that Dark Pulse was a high roll. And hope I can live 1. But with a Helping Hand, probably not. Yeah. I haven't focused on ranked ladder things since the global challenge, so I wasn't really thinking like, oh, maybe they have Imprison. I should play around Imprison. I'd say, is this winnable? Depends what's in the back room and if I can live a Dark Pulse, so possibly. At least we'll just Sacred Sword and Dazzling Gleam for now. Okay, follow me, that's fine. The Dazzling Gleam should still take out the Chiyu. Oh no, right? Alright. We got Imprisoned. Not a whole lot you can do with that sometimes. The odds of us getting out of this aren't very high. It feels like that's a modest specs Chiyu as well. Probably because of the expected tailwind. Okay, so the only way we're getting out of this is if Dark Pulse doesn't take out Gallade and they're going for a Astral Barrage. If that combination of things happens, I think we are okay-ish. The Heat Wave might take out the Calyrex because of Beads of Ruin. We'll see. The Calyrex might not have Draining Kiss because of the Indeedee. It might just be Expanding Force Astral Barrage. Hi Patamus, how you doing? Okay, so there's the Astral Barrage. Now it just comes down to if the target of Dark Pulse lives the Dark Pulse. Maybe we still have hope. Come on. Oh! Aw. still have hope though, depending on the last Pokemon. If it's like Tornadus maybe, and I'm reaching, but we don't. Okay, no. I think we just wide card a Heat Wave again, but it doesn't look good. If the Calyrex got taken out there, we were fine, I think. Because Gallade can take one hit from Landorus guaranteed, so we could have just gone like Psycho Cut, Psycho Cut. Yeah, okay. No point. We got farther than I expected that game, but in prison. What you gonna do? No, we're not gonna run on the stream game. We'll see if we can. We'll just let him get his Astral Barrage kill. Man, the animations for Astral Barrage and Glacial Lance are so much more boring now. Saint, like, you didn't know the move existed, or like, are you surprised to see it on Gallade or something? What's another good song? Let's just do the Team Star Grunt theme. Everyone always goes crazy for the boss theme, but I think the Grunt theme is so good. That's a Skeledirge. I don't think I care about Skeledirge, but that's a Skeledirge. Okay, so I'll explain that to you in a second then, but let me just figure out what I'm doing against this. Alright, well, Gallade is kind of okay into Zamazenta. I don't think actually we want to start with Psychic Terrain. I think we want to do like Calyrex, Gallade, and Diddy in the back, and then probably like Torkoal. Okay, so what Wide Guard does is, so like, I'm sure you know Protect and Detect, like just like your normal Protect move, right? Like it blocks just about anything except for like Curse or Roar, and like, then if you use it again, it has like an increasing chance of failure. I think like the second use is like a 33% chance to work. There's also, mostly introduced in Gen 6, but I think a couple in Gen 5, a bunch of like sub-protect moves that always work as long as you don't use them with normal protect. Like you can use Wide Guard, Crafty Shield, etc. over and over again. And the reason for this is that they're like a little more niche. So what Wide Guard does is it blocks your side of the field from any moves that hit like multiple Pokemon. So like Earthquake, Surf, Precipice Blades, Teeter Dance. It even blocks, I learned this weirdly during like the VGC challenge. It blocks Doodle, the move that Grafaiai uses to like copy your shit. It blocks Doodle. So yeah, basically Wide Guard blocks like spread moves. You can use it over and over again to stop like Astral Barrage, for example. Okay, so I don't think I'm actually going to start with Trick Room this game. I think he's going to try and Fake Out or like double Fake Out. And I feel like the switch into Indeedee here, plus Glacial Lance seems like a good way to start. And Aqua, I agree. Like you get 3-4 battles with the Grunt theme that end so quickly that you never get to hear like the cool breakdown. Like later on in the theme, when it starts getting like really, really fast and you have like the triplets and stuff, and it really gives you that feeling, well, it's actually about to happen, I think. It gives you that idea of like, oh, this song, the vibe I get from the song is like, this battle is important, but this person's not really your enemy. It's telling you that like the Team Star Grunts aren't bad guys. It's just sort of like, hey, they're fighting because they have to. They feel like you're the enemy, but they're not your enemy. It's a really cool vibe that you can get from the music. Okay, so Zam's fine. Luckily we have a little turtle in the back for him. So I think... DD can almost certainly take the body press if we Terra. So I think we like go like Terra, follow me. Actually no. Rillaboom. I think we're actually just switch out to Torkoal now and we'll Trick Room. I think we can take one body press on Calyrex because he's quite beefy. I admit I haven't faced enough Zamazentas to know all my Zamazenta into Calyrex calcs yet. Just because, as I said, I haven't been following Reg G as much. I've been kind of enjoying not having to stress. Oh, he just went for the Iron Defense. So our call was incredible. Now with the light screen, Grimmsnarl would possibly live one eruption. Unlikely, but possibly. So we'll just go like a Russian Glacial Lance, because it's sort of a catch-all here. Okay, if that's Rillaboom, that's gonna be great. Oh, Pelipper. That's honestly still kind of fine. I think the Pelipper does go down here. And it still is gonna do a decent chunk to the Zamazenta, the Eruption. So now we've seen all four of his Pokemon. You've seen all of mine as well, but I think we have the better stuff for this. Because Gallade, I didn't even think about it when picking Gallade. Gallade's perfect into the Zamazenta anyway with Sacred Sword. We can just ignore the boosts. Yeah, still need a pretty good chunk. Okay, Pelipper lose because the Reflect, it's fine. Okay, so that would have... Don't know if that would have KO'd without the Iron Defense, but obviously at +3 it does. So we're going to bring in Gallade. Pelipper doesn't hit that hard, so unless it's Stellar Terra, I'm pretty sure Gallade can take one hit from it. And we can take one Body Press if we resist it. So we'll switch Torkoal for Indeedee, and we're just gonna Psycho Cut the Pelipper. Because even if we died into the Body Press, the Torkoal will come back and clean up. Like, ultimately, now that we know his last two Pokemon are Grimmsnarl and Rillaboom, he's got nothing for the Torkoal. Oh, it's fighting Terra. Oh my good lord. This guy really wants his Zamazenta to pack a punch. I think my Gallade is very dead. I mean, we still resist. Maybe he went for the Torkoal? Oh, okay. He went for the Torkoal. That's fine. Okay, so we don't really want to lock into Eruption now. Just because we might take some hits. But even going last, Torkoal is going to be able to clean up most of these. We can take a high horsepower, we can take... Maybe he can't take the Body Press. But... Yes, let's go Weather Ball into Zamazenta and Psycho Cut into Zamazenta. Wait, how many turns trigger? 2 turns? Yeah. Okay. Weather Ball and Psycho Cut. One should get faked out. Oh, he's protected. He's smart. Okay, so he's still faked out. It ultimately didn't really matter then. Also, just realized Psycho Cut probably wasn't the play because of all the plus defense. I think we'll Weather Ball and Sacred Sword that slot. Or... Actually, I think we said Weather Ball and has to hope we had to hope he doesn't switch or something. Or what's it? No, Sacred Sword should do it. We'll Weather Ball, Rillaboom, and we'll Sacred Sword. Okay, so there's a withdraw. I was expecting that after the Psycho Cut. But now I think we're in an okay spot. Both Pokemon should go down. We're gonna get the Grass Glide and the Gallade. Big whoop. Grimmsnarl should go down. Rillaboom should go down. And then Zamazenta should go down to one hit from either of my Pokemon, so it doesn't matter which one he hits. Yeah. See, the more I see these Zamazenta teams, even though this one was a little weirder, the more I see these Zamazenta teams, the more I've been starting to feel really good about like Side Spam with Torkoal again. Especially as they're all Grass Terra. Yeah, I don't know if I hate it, but when your main Pokemon you're using is Calyrex, it can definitely be a nuisance. Okay, so he's trying to take one of them out. Okay, so it does take out the Gallade there. This should go down to Weather Ball. I don't see why it wouldn't. Specs in the Sun, Fire Terra. He's not weak anymore, but sure. Yeah, there we go. Who would win in a fight? A legendary shield-bearing Wolf of Lore, or a little turtley guy? Obviously, the little turtley guy. He's just a little guy. He's just doing his best. Torkoal's great. I mean, Torkoal is responsible for what? Oh, thank you, Ryu, for the follow, and now I know that the follow thing actually works properly. But yeah, Torkoal is responsible pretty much single-handedly for getting me to World, so I'm definitely has got a soft spot for the turtle. Okay, so that's probably a Specs Terrapagos, given like the Fluttershy stuff going on. A well-positioned Gallade is pretty good into Terrapagos. But what else do we see here? What else is scary? Mungus really makes me miss having Ursaluna. I think we can just sort of do... I feel like this is actually still pretty safe into this though. We'll have like Gallade in the back and... Torkoal. Again. Like, does Armarouge really do anything here besides being Grass Terra? No, I don't think so. Like, I kind of want to be able to put the Lilligant in front of Terrapagos, though. But there's too many other things that sort of mess with the Lilligant here, so no. And, Tom, I was thinking about bringing Torkoal, like, to Worlds. Of all the Pokemon I've been using that, like, are most likely to come on a Worlds team still, would probably be Torkoal. I've been testing all sorts of weird stuff with it. Not as much Psy Spam, but just, like, some weird things with, like, Calyrex and Fura Giraffe and Doran Guru. Like, Terrifier Specs Eruption is just kind of, it's kind of okay. Okay, so there's the Terrapagos. Dude's just going for it. So I think we just Trick Room Follow Me here, because he's gonna get rid of the train, which we don't really actually care about. Yeah, Trick Room Follow Me is probably fine. Okay, so no Terra yet, so probably gonna see an Ivy Cudgel and a Terra Starstorm. And then DD's gonna go down, and that is fine. So I bet we're gonna see a Follow Me, and maybe like a Terra plus Terra Starstorm. I think we can take one Terra Starstorm, so we're gonna go Glacial Lance and Psycho Cut. The reason why Psycho Cut here instead of Sacred Sword is because Psycho Cut's not a contact move, believe it or not. So if he does go for the Spiky Shield, we're not taking damage. I'm assuming the Traphagos is locked in, so if he Terras and goes for the Terra Starstorm and we both live, I can just start spamming Wide Guard all day. If he switches to Traphagos, I'm pretty sure he's specs. Titan, what do you not believe me? Oh, you're just trying to be funny. You're saying you don't believe me about Psycho Cut. You should know better. Oh yeah, so we went for the Follow Me. So yeah. Niels, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I figured anything coming out of your mouth is trolling usually. Thank you, Big Bird, for the follow as well. I know the follow thing is kind of cut off. I gotta play around with that more. I was pretty last minute about when I would. I was pretty last minute about setting all this stuff up. Okay, so we went for the Terra Starstorm but without the Terra, so that's fine. Oh, awesome. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so that Mungus is kind of a problem. But we're just gonna have to... A lot of them are faster these days, though. So... Now this goes, if he goes for Rage Powder, that's annoying. But I think either way we can take out the Traphagos here. I think he's gonna be more scared of the Calyrex. So if he uses 4, it's gonna be on the... or if she uses 4, it's gonna be on the Amoonguss. Okay, so there's the Terra. Yeah, so now we have turtles all the way down. Don't really care about him clearing the Psychic Terrain. Did we go first? No, I didn't think so. But he did go for the Calyrex, which is a good thing. So now we get the Sacred Sword. We should still take it out. Not sure what he expected there. I've seen a few people running fast Gallades, I guess, but I prefer the bulk. Okay, so speed booster energy, so it's probably got Protect. Got 2 turns of Trick Room. It's probably going to be put to sleep. And I think we're just kind of have to accept that. We will... I guess we'll just Psycho Cut against the Flutter Mane, but we're probably going to see Spore, yeah. If we can take out this Amoonguss, then it doesn't really matter what's left, because the Flutter Mane can't 1v3. So it's attacking and hoping that the Calyrex stays asleep, but that's okay, because then Torkoal can come out and just go boom. Because Torkoal would guarantee to outspeed the Amoonguss. Okay. So we're probably going to see a Dazzling Gleam? Or Shadow Ball, okay. Fair enough. So the Amoonguss probably has Protect, but since the Flutter Mane has, I don't know what the Flutter Mane is actually going to be able to do to me. I'm kind of nervous to click Eruption, to be honest. So let's go for Heat Wave. Yeah, we'll go Heat Wave and Psycho Cut. I'd be nervous to click Eruption just because if we get locked into Eruption and then Fluttermane chunks us with Shadow Ball, it's just not going to be a very good time. I think a lot of people are far too quick to click Eruption in situations like this, thinking, oh yeah, we'll guarantee the Oko on Fluttermane. But we don't guarantee the Oko if they protect. And then next turn they Shadow Ball, and then our Eruption does nothing. Okay, Mungus does have Protect. Yeah, he's double protected, I guess that makes sense. Man, thank you for the follow. It's supposed to say like you joined the Twisted Dimensions, but it's like, I guess I didn't set it up very well. I think we're still okay though, because I don't think Fluttermane can Oko the Torkoal, or honestly even Gallade. Because Gallade has pretty high special defense, and I've taken a lot of unboosted Shadow Balls from like, okay, jump flats, maybe not. Okay, it does take it out. Wishful thinking. This game started so well, but bad sleep RNG is bad sleep RNG. After my crit into the Dondozo, though, I suppose this is what I deserve. If we take a Shadow Ball and like crit the Heat Wave or something, maybe. At this point, Weather Ball would have been the better move, but okay. How much does this do? Okay, we can take 2 of those, but we're still asleep. This is probably some of the worst sleep RNG I've had in a single game. Oh well. There was like, I think 4 or 5 different turns where if one of my Pokemon woke up, we were fine, but sometimes that just doesn't happen, I guess. For real. The Mungus is definitely one of the bigger thorns in the sides of Trick Room teams, and that's why I have a whole section dedicated in the Trick Room 101 video to like, how do we deal with a Mungus? Having Ursaluna on other versions of this team was a good way, for example. Ursaluna just comes out, it burns itself, and then, oh look, you can't put it to sleep. I don't care that you outspeed me. But getting like a triple sleep turn, a double sleep turn, and a double sleep turn when we didn't want them, and oh my god. I've seen like half of this team before in like a coaching session I did with somebody. I helped build something similar to this. Chill if you're still around. Does this look familiar? I think I know how to outgame this, but it's really difficult. That Annihilate's gonna cause problems. I think we're gonna do something really weird. We're doing DD, Lilligant to lead. We'll go Torkoal in the back, and then we'll Calyrex in the back as well. We're gonna keep control of like the weather, and try to land a well-timed sleep powder into either like the Annihilate or the Pelipper. This is kind of scary though. So the Annihilate has a really unique role on Trick Room, and it's one that hasn't come up in a lot of like Reg C to Reg F stuff. But now that the power level is higher in Reg G, what Annihilate's job tends to be more useful. So Annihilate is one of the best Pokemon that can use Final Gambit. When you use Final Gambit, the target loses HP equals like your current HP, and then you faint. So Annihilate's just fast enough and like has just enough HP that it can take out most things guaranteed with Final Gambit. Its base HP is, I believe, 100. So you would run max HP and like almost max speed, just enough to outspeed most threats. Okay, so this is fine. This is pretty much like the best case scenario, actually. So we're gonna go like Sleep Powder on the Ape, and we're just switching DD to Torkoal. Now, he might be Vital Spirit. I think Gambit Ape should be Vital Spirit, but a lot of them just stick with Defiant for no good reason. If it's Vital Spirit, then it is what it is. But if he goes Final Gambit into the Torkoal, it's not as bad as if it was Calyrex or Indeedee. This team comp Calyrex can kind of just carry the whole game if we position it right. Correct. Yeah, for a draft and Mungus are both Pokemon that can survive the Final Gambit. Anything with base HP higher than 100. Other notable examples are like Tinglu, Dundozo, a fair few restricted Pokemon like Calyrex. But a lot of like your scarier hyper offense threats, which are what the Trick Room teams have struggled with in the past, just get nuked by Final Gambit. Final Gambit's really good into like the Dragonites. Yeah, basically. But you can also factor in that some Pokemon. Okay, thanks Aqua. Thanks for correcting. I haven't used it in a long time. Wow. So not only did we put the Ape to sleep, my opponent set Trick Room for me. What a dear. I really appreciate that. It's really nice of them. So there's probably gonna be a Pelipper coming out, maybe in exchange for the Ape. So we're gonna Sleep Powder on the Comfey, and we're actually gonna switch Torkoal for Calyrex. Oh, he just didn't want to bother. Easy peasy. He's like, oh no, I messed up. I'm embarrassed. No, I love Gambit Ape. Gambit Ape was on one of the best ladder teams I've ever built. I remember in Reg B, I was still really learning VGC. Yeah, a lot of people struggle to get when they see my videos and see me play that I've only started VGC like about a year and a half ago. So like Reg B, I was still very new to everything, and I was just like trying to learn better how to build teams by studying the meta. Be like, okay, so people are using this and that, so I'm gonna use this and that, and that's a Ho-Oh. That is in fact a Ho-Oh on my screen. And I built like this weird like Psy-Spam Lily Cole team similar to like the shit I've been playing, but with like Annihilate and I think King Gambit or Brute Bonnet or both, like depending on the day. Gargle's kind of annoying, but Torkoal can still 2-co it even with the resist usually. Tinglu is not a huge problem for Calyrex and Gallade. Problem is, this is one of those teams I want to bring 5 Pokemon against. Like, I want everything but Lilligant here. Because we want Armarouge for Ho-Oh, because it kind of just nukes it. And it's also good into the Torn. Dude, I love Ho-Oh too, but yeah, it's just so mid. I guess Gallade, we don't need Gallade. It's useful for the Tinglu, but I guess we also have Torkoal and Calyrex for that. I would argue in a different metagame, Ho-Oh could have maybe had a niche just because of Sacred Fire being that good of a move, but because Entei gets it, if you really want to run Sacred Fire, just run Entei. It's just better. Oh no, I'm fighting an Ogerpon. Garganical and Rilla. Okay. Tell me you've never played against Psy-Spam without telling me you've never played against Psy-Spam. I kind of expect like a U-turn into the Indeedee and maybe a Salt Cure into Armarouge. So I think we're pretty safe to just go like Trick Room and Meteor Beam. Hard Switch is even better, to be honest. Okay, so next turn we're gonna switch out Indeedee. We're gonna switch Indeedee to bring in Calyrex, I think. And I'm not too scared of anything Tinglu is gonna do to me right now, especially with the Grass Terra. I can see the Wide Guard being okay. I can see the Wide Guard being the play there. He's like, oh, this guy can probably just go like Expanding Force and Trick Room. and they like doubled into the hate for the expanding force. Like, no, I agree. Like, Ho-Oh should, in theory, be able to be better. It's one of those things that's like, how is it not better? But it's just not. So risky as it is, we're gonna armor cannon into the Garganical because I'm kind of expecting the Rilla switch in. Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to cover for expanding force, don't double cover. Like switching to Tinglu would cover for it, or Wide Guard would cover for it. I was expecting. Oh, is that Rilla? If that's Rilla, we're perfect. Oh, I'm the goddess of the calls. I used to do a lot of streams of like my ladder sessions for my friends in like a group chat server, and the amount of times I was gonna click a move like guys, they're gonna do exactly this. This is gonna be the call, and they're like nah, and then it happens. The reads. Oh, you're gonna snarl me? Oh no, I don't think the Rillaboom's gonna care. I don't think the snarl's enough. Oh, I guess the snarl was enough. So here's where it also gets fun. One of them's probably gonna Terra out of the ice weakness, and I think it's gonna be Rillaboom. So because we can afford to take a hit from either of these guys, we're gonna do this. We're gonna high horsepower into the ape. We're gonna show my opponent that their ape logic is no match for my my queen. Or if he switches to Garganical, that's good too. Okay, so there's a switch for us. Okay, so there's a switch to Garganical probably. Oh, to Ho-Oh. Okay. Smart call, I guess. Okay, so I'm kind of nervous about Sacred Fire. But I think we're just gonna like Helping Hand Glacial Lance. I don't think Sacred Fire will OHKO. And if we get burned, we get burned. But we still have Torkoal, we still have Armarouge, we still have a lot of things that can work for our favor. And now my opponent's shown their whole hand. We now see how passive they are, and they don't know how strong we are with Torkoal in the back. Because Torkoal can take a hit from literally anything on this team. Even like a super effective like Stomping Tantrum from Tinglu, it doesn't matter. Because Torkoal's got so much physical defense. Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people will try to like outstall Trick Room, but if they don't have a game plan specific for it, then there's no. What's he doing? Okay, so I think we just switch again to like Armarouge, and there's I can smell that Wide Guard a mile away, so we're just gonna high horsepower to Garganical. Even if Wide Guard is too obvious and he doesn't Wide Guard because he expects me to play around it, it's not really worth taking the risk. Because the Wide Guard is the biggest. Yeah, okay, there it is. I see a lot of people will send me replays and they'll like ask like, oh, what did I do wrong here and stuff. I see a lot of people overcompensate for the bad stuff. Like oh, we should like do this because they're gonna do this. But the problem is, rather than trying to play like smarter and outplay your opponent, I try to focus on making sure the plays I make, if they are wrong, they're not like the worst wrong they could be, if that makes any sense. Also, I kind of hope the burn kills me here. That actually would have been better. But I think we're okay. I think they're just going to sacrifice Calyrex, and we're going to switch out Torkoal so we can protect both Armarouge and DD, because Armarouge from here can finish the whole game, I think, mostly itself. It'll be mildly difficult to position it into Tinglu, but with the Sun, an Armor Cannon should do it. I almost like Glacial Lance in case they don't kill Calyrex. No, that's exactly it. Like, I see a lot of posts on Reddit, people like, oh my god, why are people just spamming Wine Guard for 4 turns when I'm not clicking Astral Barrage? Are they bad? It's like, well, no, because if they don't click Wide Guard and you do click Astral Barrage, that's a lot worse for them than if they click Wide Guard and you don't click Astral Barrage. So it makes sense to continue... Oh my god, if I get this Glacial Lance... Okay, nah. That would have been so funny. Okay, I think we're in a position now where we can send out Indeedee, follow me, and we're in a Heat Wave, so there's a chance of burning the Tinglu. The Tinglu's probably gonna Snarl, but I think Ho will still go down. We've also only seen Sacred Fire from it, so it's possible it's like Bandit or something, but that seems less likely. We're probably going to see a switch, so I think actually... Yeah, we're probably going to see a switch because of the Regenerator, so I think we'll just go Trick Room Heat Wave. So I think we're going to see Snarl on a switch. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. Oh well. Terra... Wow. We're... okay. If he attacks Torkoal, I guess that's still kind of fine, because... Okay. What? Oh my goodness! Oh my god, that's so perfect. Yeah, you surprised Tom. Ho-Oh has got like 154 physical attack or some nonsense. It's really strong. It's just really bad. Okay, so the only thing we have left to navigate is the Rillaboom. So I think we want to preserve the terrain control. So one's gonna get faked out. We just go like Fako and... Okay. Yeah, it's for Heat Wave and switch Indeedee. I mean, yeah, it's still ridiculously high. Oh, right, no, the 150 something is the special defense, right? Doesn't he share the special defense with Lugia? Okay, the Snarl's annoying. I think the reason we can still do this though is, I think Tinglu versus Armarouge, even if it's doing a lot of Snarls, we just need like one crit, like Armor Cannon or something. So we're like Dazzling Gleam for some chip damage, and we're Expanding Force. Oh, it outspeeds. I'm not sure what we... We're gonna have to like crit Armor Cannon or something. But it's possible the Tinglu doesn't have damage. Oh my god, never mind. We just didn't get there. Did anybody have Terra, Ground, Earthquake, Ho-Oh on their bingo card today? Because I certainly didn't. Topo, are you still in chat? Because I gotta ask, Topo, I don't know how you can have the mental capacity for so much rank ladder where there's so much nonsense. No, it's absolutely not meta, Tom. I don't care. I don't care if it's like the best way to run Ho-Oh. The fact that it's Ho-Oh automatically makes it not meta. Ho-Oh is such trash. See this I believe you can convince me this is meta because like Shadow Rider, Calyrex plus Incineroar. I don't care what the other 4 Pokemon are. There could be a Sneasel on your team, and I believe you're playing meta. This seems kind of easy though. We just go like DD, Calyrex, Torkoal, and I kind of think we got Lilligant in the back actually, so we can go like fast mode after. That's the thing, like, I wouldn't have minded the whole, like, if the whole used Earthquake and then like both my stuff still had HP, we would have still been in the game. But the Terra Ground was just, why? It's not even a good defensive Terra. It covers your double rock weakness, but then you stay weak to other things still and gain weaknesses, and like, you resist, you were immune to electric, sure, but like, there's not... I've seen more rock around lately than electric, except for Raging Bolt. You don't see much electric types, but there's actually like a lot of Cornerstone, Ogerpon, Meteor Beam, Necrozma, Meteor Beam, Lunala. I like Enamorus, and Enamorus has been on my short list of things I want to test for Worlds because I think they're being underappreciated. Okay, this was pretty simple, so we're just gonna like... Hello, Slavion. How are you doing today? Okay, chat. How much do you want to bet this Incineroar is just going to knock off Calyrex and we're going to see, like, an Astral Barrage or something? So I think I'm actually pretty comfortable to just go, like, Glacial Lance, Trick Room. I'm pretty comfortable with this because I don't mind the knockoff. He goes well still outspeed after when he tries the Parting Shot. And a lot of Calyrexes these days are Sash, so I'd rather break the Sash on this turn. Well, the inferior Calyrex is Sashed. Wait a second. Okay. Oh, nasty blood. I didn't actually see the Calyrex use it move, and I was like, what did it do? Okay, so we're gonna... Actually, I think with a Helping Hand, the Glacial Lance would take up the Incineroar anyway. So yeah, Helping Hand, Glacial Lance. There's no reason not to. Cameron, did you see the video I posted about like my Reg F team? The Farewell to Kings? Oh guys, everyone, it's the Rice President. Thank you, sir, so much for showing up in my chat. The president of everyone's favorite side dish. In that video, Cameron, you gotta, I don't want to spoil it. You gotta, there's something really funny that I did with the Nasty Floss animation that I was really proud of. You gotta go watch at least the first like 5 minutes. Tom, yeah, don't worry about it. I know it's pretty late for you. I'll be posting the whole VOD as well, so... Don't worry about it at all, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't really see how he gets out of this position. He's already wasted his Terra for... I don't know what the point of the Ghost Terra was there. It was basic math would show you that the Glacial Lance would KO. But we might even outspeed this Amoonguss, that's the thing. So many of them have been 50 speed lately. Okay, it's fine. It doesn't matter, it's just dead. See, the first few games of this stream, we've been having some sort of weird... Slavion, thank you so much for the follow. We've been having all sorts of weird games against frickin' Dodozos and Ho-Ohs and all sorts of stuff I'm not used to seeing. That Terrapagos Flutter Chi team was interesting, just because like you don't see Flutter as much anymore either. But then we just go, nay. These are the games are why I like playing Trick Room so much. It's probably a Sash Torn, but he's fighting the good fight, just hoping he can live it. I don't know what he's gonna do with that, but yeah, that's fine. He's gonna 1v4 with the Torn, everybody. Just to add insult to injury, he could even connect his one Bleak Wind. For Valentine's Day this year, my wife Kasha, she got me a Tornadus plush. She got me the Therian one because even though it's dog in VGC, I like the look of it a lot. And I brought it to a few Reg F tournaments where I said it's my good luck charm. If I bring it, people won't hit their Bleak Winds. And one of the tournaments I brought it to, of 9 Bleak Wind Storms used against me, only 1/2 of one connected. It was the luckiest Tornadus you've ever seen. By the way, I've just been picking random songs because I haven't set up my background music yet. For future streams, I want to have like other battle music from other games playing, but I'll still have like the sounds from the in-game stuff. But if anybody has like a request for one of the battle themes, let me know. I just can't do the Treasures of Ruin because I have not battled them at all in this save file. I think we do basically the same kind of thing, except we bring Gallade here, and DD in the back, and Torkoal in the back. Cameron, maybe? Did you post it in the group chat server? If you did, I might have seen that. That sounds familiar. But I've been really busy the last week. I'm sorry I've been so AWOL. I don't know if you've noticed I've been kind of quiet the last week. I've just been so busy between work and trying to get the stream stuff up and working on the videos, etc. Yeah, I mean, I put a lot of effort into like a decently presentable first stream. I'm pretty happy with how this looks for now. Kumotsu, my artist, did a pretty good border for me. And I've got all the widgets and stuff I need for now, except that I messed up the follow one. I'm gonna see if I can fix that like right now. Play around with the overlays. I'm using Stream Elements, but it's not very user friendly for somebody who's never done this stuff before. I'll play with that later. I have no idea. Alright, so the Incineroar is kind of an ish. So I'm nearly certain that if I Terra the Gallade, they can both survive in Astral Barrage. So we're gonna... Because we can't wide guard, that's the thing. If we wide guard, because they can fake out the wide guard, so we can't guaranteed wide guard, and if we wide guard, that means they faked out the Calyrex instead. So we're just gonna go Trick Room, Terra, Trick Room. That should guarantee we get Trick Room up. Yeah, Big Bird, or I don't know if you would rather I don't know if you'd rather call you Adam, but yeah, I don't breed all of my shinies, but I do like get them myself. All of my shinies I use are like legitimate ones. Oh yeah, everybody else in chat. Louis13, he's actually my local TO. He's our hero that helped run locals in Gatineau, and from those I was able to get quite a few points I needed for my invite. So everyone say hi to Louis. He's our best. Okay, so we went for Terra Blast normal and Fake Out. And that was just the worst thing he could have done, but okay. So now we just go Glacial Lance, and we'll go Sacred Sword. And here's the thing. If he goes Terra Ghost, then he's not going to like the Glacial Lance. So it's not even like the best option to go Terra Ghost. Protect on the Calyrex is fine. So get the Glacial Lance in. I've actually been taking a break from Calyrex in most of the teams I've tested lately. That's a beefy Incineroar. Oh. That's the worst thing that could have happened. That is the worst thing that could have happened. I can't say I expected the Incineroar to be slower than like a Lave though. It's not very common. Most Incineroars are like 91 speed plus these days. That is... Okay, that's probably a Scarf Shifu though. So we're going to go for Ndidi, expecting a Glacial. We're probably expecting an Astral Barrage. So we'll go for Psycho Cut into the Urshifu. Like, we're okay. I think we can still win. It just sucks having your restricted be crippled like that. Yeah, I'm sure Titan, but like, one of the things that makes me kind of good at Trick Room is that I over panic in situations like this. I make sure I'm aware of all my options and stuff, right? I think really hard about what I'm doing, and I try my best to be always in the position of like, I try to be on top at all times. So in situations like this where things aren't perfect, then it can be like, it can be sketchy, but it really helps too. So that was the third turn of Trick Room, I believe. So we got 2 more attacks in. Like counting the first turn as like the one that's set. So yeah, I think we'll go Torkoal here. Lilligant honestly has nothing to do with water types. I mean, she's good for water types, but that's not really what she's for. Okay, so we're just gonna Dazzling Gleam and Eruption, I think. Bryce, before, assuming you've seen some of my videos, because I know you subbed to the channel, are you particularly familiar with like Lily Cole as a strategy? Yeah, so, like, the fact that it answers water types really cleanly is nice, but it's not necessarily, like, the reason. Just the ability to go, like, after you Eruption is already really strong, and that's why Lily Cole was really good even before it was, like, even before the Hisuian one. Okay, Kowtow and Torkoal is interesting. Yeah, I think we're fine. Because even though my Calyrex is burned, we're gonna get a pretty safe Trick Room once their Calyrex comes back out. And yeah. So just after you Interruption is already really strong, and then Gen 7 and 8, like regular Lilligant was good for that. But then the reason Hisuian Lilligant is so good is just, yeah, it deals with water types better than almost anything else would. Does my man not know about Psychic Terrain? Okay. Yeah, the difference between Hisuian and Unova Lilligant, I keep getting cut off of it by my own commentary. The reason Hisuian Lilligant is so good is because it has more like offensive power, as you're saying. Unova Lilligant's entire job is basically just to be an after-use sleep pattern machine. She can steal a quick kill with like Leaf Storm or something, but it tends to not be as good. Whereas like Hisuian Lilligant, they min-maxed its attack and speed and stuff so well. Unova Lilligant can be outsped by a couple things like Iron Bundle. Hisuian Lilligant in the sun cannot be outsped by anything except for like Scarf Eliki. Yeah, so it's gonna like Trick Room Eruption, and then if you take out my Torkoal, it's fine. He literally can't kill both Torkoal and Indeedee, so he's in a really rough spot. Okay, so you're going for the Astral Barrage to take out Torkoal. I kind of understand what he's going for right now, I just don't think it's gonna work for him. He's hoping that because Calyrex is burned, that he'll be able to like do more with it. But the Life Orb chip damage is hurting him. And I think like a 1 weakened Glacial Lance into like Dazzling Gleam and then maybe like another Dazzling Gleam, I think we're fine. Oh yeah, the fast close combats is also really nice. And I also played around with a version in Reg F where she had upper hand. And I've considered it in this format as well. So, is he cocky enough to protect? Okay, so he is still protecting. So because we know he's going to try and stall it for protect still, I think the turn after next, I'm going to double Trick Room, just to give us this like the safest path to victory. I have been really lucky with my sleep patterns, and that's a blessing. In Reg F, which is when I played Lilligant for just about every tournament, as I talked about in my last video, I brought a Groudon that my wife got me for Christmas as another like good luck charm plush. And I would joke that Groudon was like my patron saint and I could not miss a single sleep powder because of it. I landed, I believe it was 50 in a row before a single sleep powder missed. 50 in a row between like 7-8 locals. Okay, I think we win. Because now he's got the Life Orb chip. He's brought him low enough. It can't KO Indeedee with any of its moves. Like I'm pretty sure the Terra Normal Blast won't KO. But we still have Trick Room anyway. So he's got to stall out 2 more turns of Trick Room with like he has to get a double He'd have to get a double protect, then a crit with the Terra Blast. It wasn't really gonna work for him. And did you see how much damage that Calyrex did even when burned? It still did like 60%. Ice Horse is crazy. Alright, real quick, before, does anybody have any music requests before I start the next battle? Going once. Going twice. Yeah, okay, you're funny. If I was going to put on copyrighted music, it would not be Metallica. This person is an Ultra Ball I'm facing, oh no. And it's the same kind of team we were facing earlier, so yeah, it's like that Flutter Terrapago's team. So based on what we saw before, I'm pretty sure it was Specs. I think this time. Yeah, but Titan, I'm also going to be posting that stuff on the... I'm also going to be posting direct clips from this on YouTube. Like, I'm going to be making some videos where, like, all the games come from my streams, and I'm also just going to be straight up posting the VODs on a separate channel. Otherwise, yeah, I probably would just make, like, a prog rock playlist. So that Chiyu is focus sashed, I'm pretty sure. And the Terrapagos is Specs. I'd say... I think we really want to get Trick Room up, but the problem is I really don't want to lead Indeedee because of the Psychic Terrain, and we kind of need it now. But I don't know what's better. No, I'm gonna try Lilligant and Torkoal, and I'll try to bait him into like popping. I'll try to bait him into like popping the Terra. Yeah, Rice, me too. I quickly came to the conclusion that it wasn't good, but I even tested Galarian Weezing this format already. My logic was, like, when I played Calyrex in Gen 8, in the single restricted format, Tapu Finney's basically entire job was just to be, like, an anti-status machine. So I've considered Weezing for the same reasons. But now that Miraidon's, like, ticking up in usage as well, I might consider Weezing even more. I might try him again. Okay, so it's gonna be a Sash Chiyu and a Specs Trapagos. I'm pretty sure we outspeed the Trapagos regardless. I'm good at it, but thank you. I've already got a 0 speed Shiny Ursaluna, and I'm working on getting an even fancier one. Scarf Chiyu? Okay, because I've seen some stashed ones. Okay, I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna Sleep Powder Trapagos. And we're just gonna see what he does and accept that Torkoal is probably a very dead turtle. Water power. Because if she was Scarfed, then we're kind of okay. We can get somewhere this way. Okay, so he burns the Terra. The problem is with using old teams on new ladder is that, like, these teams weren't made with that in mind, right? So... Okay, okay. Oh, if we get the Sleep Powder. Okay, okay. Does Specs Torkoal Earth Power take out Chiyu? It should. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, that's annoying. So we have to hope he misses the Heat Wave, which isn't ideal, but what are you gonna do? But because Heat Wave is what he's locked into. I got so excited for a second. Because it's locked into Heat Wave, though, we're still fine. Oh, maybe not. That's gonna hurt. This team's weird. I honestly don't think the team I'm playing now has a game plan for this team. Because this was built literally before the ladder and like the format even started. If we missed the Lilligant though, oh my god. The close combat, take out the Terapagos. Okay, so... They're both locked into a spread move. What would do more? A super effective Heat Wave or a super effective Terra Starstorm? Okay, so... I think actually we're just gonna Trick Room. Because I think in DD is slightly especially bulkier. True. Okay, we're gonna try this. I think if I was gonna rework this team for like the more updated format, I think in DD definitely needs to be like Water Terra Psychic. Oh, it's not locked. Okay, okay. We just lose. Easy. Whoever said it was Scarf, he lied to me. Yeah, I have no hope here. Yeah, I think Water Terra Psychic Seed in DD is the way if I was gonna do in DD base high spam still. Just because we need to be able to take those hits more. Because a Water Terra with Psychic Seed in that situation would have been like perfect. We could easily take the Terra Starstorm plus whatever Chiyu threw at it. But in my head, there's a small part of me that's thinking, oh, maybe I should Fairy Terra and Trick Room, and it was crazy how much that would have changed the game if I did. Alright, so he said Area 0, Battle Team 1. Let's see if I can get there. There we go. I mean, I still won more games than lost. It's just this ladder isn't. Ladder can be annoying sometimes. It's all good. Okay, this kind of stuff I'm usually fine. This guy really likes his son. OTS ranked would be so nice. So Lily Cole with specs is really awkward if you're not fully aware of all the reasons why you would do it. It has a lot of particular purposes to the team that I'm a huge fan of. I think this is probably fine. Do we need the... How concerned are we with Umbreon? Not super terribly. So normally Lily Cole teams would have like Charcoal and you'd have Protect on Torkoal, and you'll have your games where they'll bring in Cineroar, Rillaboom, and you'll go Terra Ghost, Sleep Powder, something. Oh yeah, absolutely foul play on the Umbreon. When I said how much do I care about the Umbreon, I more meant like being able to kill it. But so the thing is, if you only protect Sleep Powder turn 1, it's such a negative tempo that like yeah, okay, you put one Pokemon to sleep, you didn't get faked out, but it's like okay, now what? You wasted your Terra to do so, etc. The reason why I like specs on the Torkoal for these teams is because even when you're like in a losing position and you can't like just go after your Eruption, it helps you like go like end of turn Weather Ball, Heat Wave, Earth Power, and get these KOs you otherwise wouldn't. And I don't like using Torkoal without specs ever since whatever happened to me in Toronto, where Hisuian Arcanine that was choice banded and not Terran lived in Earth Power at 1 HP. And in games where your opponent doesn't have an answer for your just stuff, you get to just very cleanly, after you Terra Fire Eruption, and you just win some games. I remember during the last GC, I tweeted a picture of my game 1, where my opponent led like Fluttermane Chiyu, and I went like after your Eruption, and the Chiyu went Ghost Terra for the close combat, and it was so beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna Meteor Beam. Probably gonna get a Snarl from the Raging Bolt, but the Meteor Beam should still take out Torkoal, so Meteor Beam and Trick Room. And then preemptively Grass Terraing means we don't care about the Venusaur or Brute it either. Judging by the rest of the team comp though, I'm guessing this is a Snarl AV Raging Bolt. I think as much as I like this 6, the more games I play with Psyspam and Reg G, the more I keep seeing situations where I would have wanted Ursaluna. And I feel like having Ground Stab is pretty important right now. So like, I think if I was to play this team, I'd still put Ursaluna on it, but maybe Blood Moon instead of regular because of the Calyrex. Or even maybe regular for the Spore immunity and just have 2 strong physical attackers. It's really hard to fit everything these days, so I'd probably have to like cut... Oh. That works. I really like Blood Moon. Blood Moon is really strong, and I think one of the strongest cores I've ever tested with it was Reg E at the very beginning. In early Reg E ladder, I was tearing people apart with Oranguru plus Blood Moon. It just did so much. So... it really comes down to whether the Raging Bull has Snarl or not. Because if it has Snarl, then I would rather be taking it out right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go follow me Expanding Force for now. And do some chip damage to the Raging Bull. Because I'm guessing Umbreon's gonna yawn. Oh, it's just protecting me better. What's also nice is that Torkoal in the back basically can't scratch Armor Rouge now. It's probably gonna have Earth Power and like Fire moves. So now it just can't do anything. Okay, so no, like that means likely no Snarl. And that crit was more helpful than not. That crit was actually super helpful for me. I think I'm going to Torkoal and then like Eruption Expanding Force, because I think the Eruption should take out Umbreon. And if he brings in his own Torkoal, it just gets cooked. What are you doing? he's thinking hard. You don't know. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh! He just made it. He's terrorizing the Umbreon? What's he doing? What's he doing? Yeah, I know, right? He doesn't know what's happening. He has no idea. Fairy on a Torkoal in an unnerved meta? Are we kidding? Oh, I guess he expected Armor Cannon, but like, why would I do that? Chat, should I just force Arm Rouge at Worlds? Should it just be that girl? Be like, Arm Rouge is like my mascot. Honestly, I've considered Heatran, but like, why? A ground weakness feels so scary in this metagame is the problem. Okay, so you already Terra'd. We have how many turns of Trick Room? Yeah, we kind of just win. Expanding Force Eruption kind of just ends the game. Yep. My opponent tried to outplay me and he just got terribly swept away. So I think I'll do a couple more games of this team, and then we'll go into the one that's like the secret team for the video that I haven't talked about much. I've like dropped hints here and there that like, oh, I'm making a video about like this Pokemon, but I haven't like talked about the team or how it plays or anything like that yet. So we'll do like one or two more. How much is the normal battle team? Where is it? There. Do a couple more battles with this, see how we feel. Rarufu, thank you so much for the follow. That's a Rhydon and a Flimby. What a... Oh my. What is this? Yeah, it kind of looks like the Cosmo MT, but with like an actual good Pokemon. Maybe luckily we can just kind of step on it. I actually don't think we even bring Calyrex here. I think we just bring this and we're fine. Gallade is the best thing against this team because of Sacred Sword ignoring evasion boosts. And no, Titan, why would I do that? I gotta show them that their little cheese stuff doesn't work. You've got the Articuno profile picture too. This guy just loves his cheese. Okay, so this Miracle's gonna have Fake Out. But now I can't really use it. It might be Grass Terra. Rising Sacred Sword is really weird. It actually ignores all boosts that your opponent has. So it ignores evasion boost and defense boost on your opponent's side, but it does not ignore any of your own drops. And it does not ignore Reflect either. Yeah, Secret Sword ignores evasion. That's why people like it on Shenpao as well. And the fact that there's two Sacred Sword users in this meta that are like actually good Pokemon also prevents people from using like EVO like Chansey shenanigans, like they did in like past metas. So that Muck's probably gonna minimize, but that's okay. We're just gonna start trying. Yeah. We don't really care about the Muck that badly. So we're just gonna Sleep Powder it. Probably gonna miss, but we have to start trying to. And I don't think we need to Terra yet, so we're just gonna Eruption. Like the Muck might protect, but it doesn't do anything for it. Okay, so your goal is try to use Wide Guard or Protect or something. And we hit the Sleep Powder. Beautiful. Watch the eruption miss now. It's the Groudon, guys. I tell you, I've got the lucky Groudon on my desk. Yeah, okay, we missed the eruption. That's fine. Spherical with Sash. That's okay. Okay, so now we're gonna after you because the Spherical is gonna outspeed the. Actually, we're gonna close combat because the Spherical might have Wide Guard. Honestly, I don't know if I'd want Sacred Sword on Lilligant. Lilligant's attack stat is not incredible, and I think I prefer the idea of having like that nuke button with close combat. Because some close combat KOs, you only just barely pick up the one shot or the two shot on certain things. Please don't miss another eruption, because that would just be kind of mean. Okay, there we go. Is that KO? Ooh, just barely. Okay, so now we know that Terra is not overkill against the Muck. I gotta say, I didn't have my Muck calcs ready today. Okay, so now if you send out Flamigo, it's only got an attack drop and a special attack boost, which it doesn't need. Okay, Calyrex. So Muck's sleep RNG... Is Muck's been asleep 2 turns? Yeah. Is After You better here then? Yeah, I think we just After You actually, rather than relying on putting Calyrex to sleep. Just After You Eruption, Terra. Listen, Rice. I didn't have my Ho-Oh calcs either. I guess I should have known better before playing Cart Ladder. I do most of my laddering on Showdown now because I prefer to test actual teams. I'm sorry, Titan, where's your World's Invite? Calling me not a professional. And we knew the Sash was already taken by the Smeargle, so it was a clean KO. If Muck stays asleep, that's just perfect. Nah. Oh, okay. Okay, bud. Okay. Does Mike... The Muck hasn't had any speed boost yet, eh? Because that's what we're scared of now. Oh, the defense drop's cool, too. Okay, it's probably Flamigo right there. If only my opponent knew how much I don't care about that Muck. Even the Flamigo, I'm pretty sure Flamigo is so soft, it's like a 2-tap to the Sacred Sword. I think actually this time it's probably gonna miss, but I think we actually have to sleep powder Flamigo for now. Yeah, if you're playing Trick Room, your calcs should just be vibes anyway. Oh my god! Sleep powder at the +4 evasion Flamigo. Let's go. My opponent is so mad. Like, we're probably gonna miss both these eruptions, but... Oh, okay. And then the eruption into the +6 Muck. Chad, I think I need to bring this Groudon to Worlds. I need to bring my Groudon plush to Worlds. Because I don't miss my sleep powders, I swear. Now he's gotta land 1 eruption and we're fine. Theoretically, my opponent can win. That's the terrifying part. I could just miss everything. And he could, like, one-shot Gallade with Brave Bird or something. I can lose this game still. Oh, okay. I guess we're just gonna keep hitting through Minimize. That's what my opponent gets for playing Moody Muck. You can set up, like, you can minimize 2 or 3 times and I'm still hitting you. That's why it's not a good strategy. My Torkoal was caught on, I think, Route 10 or 11 or 12, whichever one has Torkoals and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It is RNG'd, so it has 0 attack and 0 speed, and it took me a long time to get it. Okay. Oh, I miss Heat Waves all the time. It's only Sleep Powders I hit. Okay, this looks like a pretty good team. I think this will be the last game with this team, and then we'll get into the the other one. Yeah, hitting Sleep Powders is way better. So this just looks like super fast, like basic balance core hyper FN stuff. You got the Tailwind, you got your probably Misty Terrain or Taunt on the what's it called? What we call it? Well, I'm not super concerned about almost any of this. I think we just go Lilycole lead, Calyrex in the back, and Indeedee. This sort of setup is how I was often playing the Reg F team. That sort of finished me the format with like the Ursaluna Lilycole stuff. A lot of people like be like, oh, why would you use Ursaluna with Lilycole? It's probably like one of the worst things you could put on that slot. But I mean, I won 4 MSSs with it. A lot of people aren't prepared for like when you don't do Trick Room at all. They see you like lead Lilycole, and they expect that you'll have a Trick Room in the back, and they'll switch like Torkoal for Ursaluna, or in this case like Torkoal for Calyrex. And it just does so much work. So here's the thing. There's going to be a Tailwind, and that Calyrex is going to outspeed my Lilligant. I think we can all agree about that. So we're going to go Sleep Powder. And we're going to switch to Indeedee or Calyrex. Let's do Calyrex. I think we can take 1 Glacial Lance. You guys are soft. If there's any time to take risks, this is when you do it. Nothing on the line except fake internet pride points. If it works, I'm a goat. If it doesn't, I'm bad. Such is life. He also just might not Tailwind. That's unlikely. Oh, Helping Hand. Oh my god. Yo, let's go! No, because we can take one. The thing is, if it was Helping Hand, then yeah, we can't take the Glacial Land, the Astral Barrage. But if it was like Tailwind Astral Barrage, we can take 1 Astral Barrage with Calyrex. That's the thing. Okay, so we're gonna Solar Blade Limit Zakat, and we're gonna Trick Room. We're gonna Terra in case he wakes up, and we're gonna Trick Room. The reason we're gonna Solar Blade that slot is because it's almost certainly sashed, and I'd rather guarantee that we get the kill with the Glacial Lens. He might have Taunt. If he has Taunt, he has Taunt. We can play differently. He has Taunt. Okay. The least relevant crit I've gotten in a very long time. Okay, move blast by Lilligant. That is fine. So there's a reasonable chance that Calyrex also could have been sashed. Louis, thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. And like I said, thank you for everything you've been doing this season for us. I'll see you next week for our PC. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Okay, Incineroar is whatever. Yeah, I guess I should have played around Encore, but I just wasn't really considering it. So, he hasn't seen Indeedee yet, which is going to be really funny. reason why I think this core still has legs is into like the Shadow Rider Calyrex teams, like this stuff all does great. But I just feel there's too many matchups where we really, really want Ursaluna. Fluttermane's probably not Sash. Special attack. So it might be Specs. So we're gonna switch to a DD, and we're gonna high horsepower the Incineroar. Oh, okay. That was anticlimactic. Okay, so we're gonna back out, and we're gonna switch to the video team now. We'll talk about that a little bit. I'll explain what's going on with that, and then we'll ladder with that. So first, let me just change the overlay here. So this is what we're doing for the rest of the stream. So this is my current party, and this is what we're doing for the rest of the stream. So what we are doing here is a mix of the Instruct Orin Guru things that I was talking about from Reg E, and a few pages out of the Lilypad guys' books. For anybody who's big into Trick Room, you may or may not have heard of like a team building group that are called like the Lilypad. It's like Brian Collins, Ben, I forget Ben's last name, but like Chef VGC, he top 4 in Orlando with the Smeargle Size Spam team. And Cortex, who brought like Bruxish weird shenanigans to Worlds last year. I'm pretty sure there's others, but I can't remember them all. I loved a lot of the stuff they were doing with Smeargle. I played against Brian Collins running this exact same Smeargle in the finals of... So I won that MSS in Vancouver. And against Brian Collins, he was using that Smeargle. His team was Smeargle, Hatterene, Torkoal, Fridrath, Indeedee, and Urshifu. The Urshifu was min speed with Choice Band, and we had like the Healing Wish and Indeedee, all sorts of crazy stuff going on. But the Smeargle was a really cool like toolbox Pokemon. And when I faced Brian, he didn't have the Clear Amulet. He was still running Covert Cloak. But yeah, Ben had the Clear Amulet version in Orlando. So what the Smeargle does is it's min speed to outspeed like some of your... Like, on this team, no. But on the version they were playing, the Smeargle was meant to outspeed some of the threats under Trick Room, so you can set up Trick Room and go, like, decorated to the Urshifu, for example. What we're doing here is we have 3 support Pokemon who are meant to make it sort of redundant to deal with Amoonguss. We have Taunt, Safety Goggles, Oranguru. We have a min-speed Power Lens Fridrath, which we'll explain a little bit more in a moment. And we have the Smeargle. The Smeargle is Focus Sash with Grass Terra and Focus Sash, Grass Terra, Spore, Fake Out, Follow Me, and Decorate. Oranguru is just pretty much normal in Oranguru set, but instead of Encore, I gave him Taunt, so we have answers for Amoonguss. Torkoal is the exact same set I have on my other team, but its speed stat's a little different. We'll also get to that in a second. Calyrex is the same thing, and Ursaluna is pretty much what you expect from a Blursaluna. It's Life Orb, it is normal Terra, it hits really, really, really hard with Blood Moon and Hyper Voice. So, the Fridrath is a page out of the Reg D book from the Lilypad guys, and I loved this idea back then, and I've been trying to make it work a few times since. This Fridrath is min speed with a Power Lens, so it drops down to 29 speed. The Torkoal has enough speed IVs, which I think is like 12 or 15, to be 30 speed. So what happens is, this Fridrath will always outspeed Torkoal, and if they have Prankster, Rain Dance, or they switch in Pelipper, we have a skill swap for Drought that will go before the Eruption. So we always get to have our Sun no matter what. The Fridrath also outspeeds every possible Amoonguss, and its attacking move is Uproar. So the Fridrath makes our team completely sleep-proof. It's the most, like, sitting duck Pokemon on the team otherwise, so we don't try to rely on the Uproar, but it works really, really well. And it has like helping hand around at the slot. So let's just get going. I will demonstrate now how the team is supposed to work. Start with Arvin's team. Arvin's team is a good one. This team is going to be the focus of the next video. More specifically, the video is about Smeargle and how Smeargle is the greatest heist criminal to ever grace VGC. I had like I had like a whole funny introduction that I wrote that's like way more like story based than my other ones. I'm really excited for that video. Oh, that's a Lilligan with the Groudon. I tested that earlier in the format and thought it was a lot of fun. But I don't think I'm really scared of any of this. Yeah, I don't see why we can't just do like Calyrex or Nguru here. Smeargle for like Fake Out and Spore after, and like Ursaluna in the back. Ursaluna covers like almost all the offensive stuff on the team. He's got the Wide Guard on the Frostmoth, but you'd think I'd watch Torkoal for the Frostmoth, but to be honest, it's almost certainly going to be like Water Terra. I think we'll just nuke it with a Blood Moon and move on with our lives. Yeah, we'll try this stuff. Oh my god, I love that character. She made it so cute. So Oranguru can take a lot of abuse. And my only concern is what's that Flutter doing? I think we're just gonna run right into it with like Glacial Lance in case we get disrupted too hard. And yeah, we'll go like Glacial Lance Trick Room. Because if we don't get Trick Room up this turn because they take out Oranguru, we then have Smeargle. And if that's Fire Terra if he's burning Fire Terra on the ground already, we're fine. It tells me he probably didn't. It tells me that she probably didn't bring Frostmoth. Oh yeah, Shield Dust. I forgot about Shield Dust. Does Frostmoth get Shield Dust? Dang. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I've noticed that a lot of bug Pokemon have abilities that would be broken if they were on good Pokemon. Like Tinted Lens. Oh, we're going to see me in prison. Oh my god. I just got that's an Eruption Groudon. What? Okay. I mean, that was an imprison. Okay. Do we just sacrifice Oranguru here? I think we kind of do. Yeah, I think we just, like, we instruct in case, I guess. Bro thinks he's Primal Groudon. Oh my god, what is happening? What the heck? How do we recover from this? What the heck? No, this is like global challenge, like top ladder global challenge shit. Like, you can't really. No, for real. Okay, we have a plan, but it's pretty sketchy. Okay, the Groudon's minus though. Sorry, just for you. No, we're just for the Groudon. Sport Groudon, and just Psychic the Fluttermane, I guess. That was something else. Oh, that's huge. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a mixed attacker, but what's it doing if it is? Yeah, see, there we go. Whatever. Woo! theoretically, we might be able to win this if this turn goes the way I hope. Like, I don't think we're dead yet. But we're not in a great spot. If Fluttermane like attacks Ursaluna and it doesn't KO it, then we're in actually a really good spot. No, it's fine. Now we just have to hope for good sleep RNG. It's a squishy Groudon. But I guess if it's a mixed attacker, it has to be. Okay. So that thing is probably going to wide guard, so we're just going to Blood Moon it and move on. Protect, I guess? Press fast. Yeah, okay. We just got. I mean, Eruption Groudon. I need to start having stuff ready to be able to put clips on screen, because this is right where I'd cut to Nemona from the end of the story. It's like, Pokemon battles, am I right? What are you doing about Terrafire Eruption Groudon? Pretty much nothing. That's what. Couldn't really demonstrate nothing that way, but you know we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll have a good game. That game didn't happen. That's fine. More weather. Wait, there's no. Okay, there's Terrapagos looks so not menacing in its like baby form that when I see it like that, I keep forgetting it's restricted. And I'm like, oh look, there's no restricteds on this team. Okay, so this team we get to do the stuff that I think is like some of the most fun. So we are going to got Farigirafs because we got two Fakos there. We don't really like that. Farigiraf and Smeargle, Calyrex and Blursa. Now, how I like to play this team in like the best scenario is we get Trick Room up, and like we either Spore or Follow Me or like Fake Out the first turn. On the second turn, especially in blind ladder like this where they don't know what my Farigiraf is doing, it is really, really fun to like switch the Farigiraf for the Sweeper and get the Decorate right away. I remember when I was first testing this team, I posted a picture on Twitter of +6 Blursa, and people were like, what are you doing? Okay. That kind of ruins the Decorate plans. I think we're still going to try and just be really careful. We're going to Fake Out Terrapagos for now. Get rid of the shield. Okay, so there's no... No, Follow Me is under as after Fake Out, so there might have been a Follow Me. Yeah, there's the Follow Me. Alright, chat. Should I take the risk? Should I Decorate? I don't know. He might be expecting a Spore. Titan, you're no fun. Also, was that lefties on the frickin' Terrapagos? Okay, so I'll switch. And I'll Spore. I don't trust my instincts right now, so... They've been wrong a couple times, because my instincts definitely did not alert me to the Terrafire Eruption Groudon. Yeah, fair enough. I played it safe and got rewarded, I guess that's kind of cool. I guess kind of fine, I guess. wonder if he's gonna follow me again. I guess we'll just... We can safely decorate once, I think, because if he follows me, that means he's not attacking, and then we can just kill it before he actually gets to attack. I think decorate has potential to be a huge blowout here. Because he might even just spike you shield. Oh yes! Oh yes, we're in business, boys and girls. Oh my god, we're in business. Spore there. Now the Ogrepon's probably gonna Terra, but we'll still spore the Terrapagos first. Oh, it's just Terrapagos Terra. That means the Ogrepon is just about to get nuked. Yeah, I think, okay, so if Ogrepon goes follow me here, I think it doesn't matter, because the Glacial Lance at +2 should take it out, and then we get to spore the Terrapagos still. I think we're in a perfectly fine position. Honestly, I didn't expect the Terrapagos to live that, or the Ogrepon to live that, but that's fine. It doesn't actually make a difference. Terrapagos I expected to live, but yeah. So because there's probably gonna be like a double protect happening, I think we're gonna just Glacial Lance. I'm gonna switch Smeargle out for a giraffe. So that way we can safely get another Trick Room up, I believe. Because like we're gonna protect next turn, we'll protect in Trick Room, and then if they do take out for a giraffe, then we can do Fake Out Trick Room the turn after. So it feels pretty safe. I will say, like, you know, I don't see leftovers Terrapagos enough, and I think it's actually a pretty good way to do it, just because of, like, the shield and shit. Yeah, Protect Trick Room should be fine. This is a very beefy for a draft, because it's not really doing damage with Uproar. I think we have more defense than special defense, so, I mean, I think Terra Starstorm might be the play, but... Okay. That's kind of sketchy. I'm sketched out. I don't know if he lived this. But the good news is we can Fake Out Terrapagos next turn, and then like the Ogrepon can't do nothing to Calyrex. Oh boy! Yeah, but it was +1, so it did get a Calm Mind off. That's why I was kind of concerned. Now, the greedy person in me really wants to go like double Trick Room here just to like mess up the protect, but I feel like it's safer just to go Glacial Lance. There's no reason, we don't need the extra Trick Room turns. We'll switch to Smeargle so we have Fake Out next turn. Okay, so there's the one protect. Okay. Oh, that's mildly annoying. Losing Smeargle that way. But at least the Ogrepon still goes down. Double Trick Room would have been horrible though, so it's a good thing we didn't do that. Oh, I clicked Trick Room again by mistake. Oh no. Oh no, I threw the battle. I wasn't even paying attention. I clicked Trick Room again by mistake. Okay. So it comes down to now whether Calyrex can live a Terra Starstorm. I'm so bad. I'm embarrassed. I was too busy talking. Does the Hydro Voice kill Terrapagos on its own? With Life Orb? Because if we have to Terra... Do we die to Starstorm if we Terra? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think we have to Terra so Ogerpon doesn't one-shot Lursa, and then we have to hope that Terrapagos doesn't they kill Calyrex from his health range. I mean, you guys can see what the vision for how this game would have went if I didn't misclick like an idiot. I think the team is solid. Okay, Starstorm. I don't care if you kill Ursaluna, just please let Calyrex live. Perfect. Okay, we're good. It feels like, yeah, it feels like a waste of the Terra, but by guaranteeing that Ursaluna lived the Ogerpon's attack, then we got to get off another, you guys know what I'm saying. The Terra Starstorm did less damage to Calyrex. If Ursaluna wasn't alive there, then we would have just been out. Now, we have a shot. Because he can't fake us out, and he can't put us to sleep. I don't even remember what else is on this team, but at least he can't fake us out or put us to sleep. Okay, yeah, we're fine. So just go like... Do we Glacial Lance? Yeah, I don't really want to... I guess I could have, but if he doubled into Calyrex, then it was a waste. So the reason why I went for the attack was so that if he didn't like double up. Because if he doubled into Calyrex and I protected Ursa, it was just gonna be like the end of the game. But if he doubled into Calyrex and like Ursa got to attack them and kill them both, then we still had a shot. Because the rest of his team wouldn't have actually been that amazing into Ursaluna Plus for a draft. We would have potentially just been able to sweep still. Okay, so he's just wasting turns. But Calyrex had +1, or sorry, Calyrex is +2 right now, and then it's gonna be +4 after the next KOs. I think we can OHKO just everything else on their team. I wouldn't be surprised if we can OHKO the Incineroar with the Helping Hand Glacial Lance. I can understand what you're saying, Titan, but at the same time, I try to play around what I expect are smart plays regardless. The way I did it wasn't too much of an opportunity cost, and we still got Trick Room up, and if I was wrong, if I protected Ursa and I was wrong, it just would have been so much worse. True. But to be fair, that's not necessarily because of their ability to play. Like, doubling into Calyrex could have been risky if Ursaluna was attacking, and they're making sure they took out both Pokemon. At least from their perspective. I think the way they played it, like attack Ursa and Terra Starstorm, was still correct. Okay, so what's the last two Pokemon? So it's been Incineroar and Iron Hands. So Iron Hands at worst is a speed tie of Calyrex. They can't fake out. Let's see what Glacial Lance does to the two of these. I think Iron Hands is for sure dead. It might kill Incineroar. We are +4. And if so, this game is a perfect example of what Decorate Smeargle can do. Alright, let's go. +4 Helping Hand Glacial Lance. Let's go. Hell yeah. I threw the game, accidentally turned off Trick Room, got it back up, and we still won. Smeargle is horrifying. So yeah, that's Smeargle x Calyrex. That was a much better demonstration than the first game with the Fire Groudon. Oh, no worries, Patmus. Thank you so much for checking in. Like I said, the Smeargle games will also be in their own video later, so I hope you check it out when it drops. And I'll be linking in the server a new VOD channel once I'm done this with this stream. This stream is gonna get 2 different videos. I'm gonna do like a highlight of the Armor Rouge games, and then like the Smeargle games, as I said, are going into the Smeargle video, and then I'll have a VOD channel as well. I'm potentially taking a leave of absence from work soon, so I'll be actually spending a lot more time on like the streams and content this summer. Kyogre, boring. Serena, boring. Bronzong, slightly less boring. But you know what? We don't care about Kyogre, do we? We just sort of established that. What Terra am I for a draft again? Grass, okay, perfect. So I think we're gonna start... Not necessarily, because we do underspeed it with Torkoal, unless it's like Iron Ball. And if it goes Fire Terra, then it can just get nuked by like Ursaluna's like Hyper Voice. I'm not super concerned about any of this. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get set up. I think for draft, Smeargle, Torkoal, Calyrex is the play again. Just a similar thing to the last game, but no Blursa. Because we can... They're probably going to think that we're like fake out or something. But I really don't think they're going to be expecting all the skill swap stuff. And the thing is, Kyogre doesn't really want to take 2 of those like eruptions. Yeah, I think we're fine like this. Also, even though the trainer profile in this game's name is Progatog, this might be one of the only streams I do where Progatog is the character, because I've just been working... I like the look of my Violet character more with like the blue hair, but I've started over Violet because it was my dead name, and now it's Ruby, and I've just been really, really lazy about finishing it. I've started the new save file like a month ago, and I only just finished the way home. Wow, Serena and Kyogre, how unexpected. Okay, so we're gonna Terra the for draft, we're gonna Trick Room, and we're gonna try and Spore Kyogre. Maybe Grass Terras, then we're perfect. Because I think even with Triple Axel, Serena's not gonna be able to take out for a draft. If they have Taunt on the Serena, it's not the end of the world. It's mildly annoying, but as long as we can get the Spore off the Kyogre, we're okay. Because we have Sash on Smeargle as well. Okay, this is the Water Spout. You also might taunt Smeargle, because Smeargle is possibly scarier. Okay, there's the taunt. Good call, Titan. Okay, so we're just gonna start doing some damage then, and we're gonna switch out Torkoal. Probably gonna get a taunt into the Torkoal slot. I think if I was thinking harder, I probably would have just went for the Follow Me. But Serena is not something I'm used to seeing anymore. I see them all the time in Gen 8, so I know it has taunt. I just wasn't really thinking about it. I think Serena is still pretty mid though. Like I know people are bringing it back because it was good on. Wow. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. We're good. I think like if you want the anti-priority so badly, for a draft just does so much more, especially with the being immune to Astral Barrage. If Serena got like a good grass, like sleep, if it got like sleep powder even, it'd be pretty good. But like, it's just so Well, that's kind of the worst one to hit, but that's okay. Are you kidding me? Oh wait, it wakes it up, right? I kind of messed up a lot, but I think we can still recover. I forgot that Uproar wakes up currently sleeping Pokemon. That's entirely my bad. I played this really badly. And that's the thing, when you make a team that has like a bunch of weird layers of tech put together, sometimes you just forget what you're doing with it. This team is like really intricate, and it's been harder for me to play on the ladder compared to like like Showdown. But I've been having a lot of fun. Okay, yeah, switching out the Kyogre. Yeah, because the thing is, most of the other stuff that stops terrain, doesn't. Sorry, most of the other stuff that stops sleep doesn't wake up existing like sleeping Pokemon, like Misty Terrain and like Electric Terrain and like Sending in an Alcremie, etc. Like those things don't wake up Pokemon that are already asleep. Whereas like Uproar does. Stellar Darchaludon, okay. I guess you want to like Draco Pulse or Draco Meteor into the Torkoal slot. Oh, he's just charging the Electro Shot. Oh, he's got a Power Herb, okay. Neat. Okay, I'm just gonna Glacial Lance. And probably... I imagine Calyrex might go down. So I just gotta hope that he doesn't taunt again. I'm in a rough spot, but if he doesn't taunt this turn, we can still get out of it. That's kind of worse, unless we live. Yeah, okay. That was a mix of me not being prepared for Serena and me also not being prepared for a Power Herb Electro Shot. So partially my fault, partially what the heck. I love Ranked Ladder. This team looked so normal until I saw the Stellar Terra Power Herb Electro Shot, and I'm guessing it's Style Works. I'm pretty sure I hit it and it didn't get a defense boost. Okay. Those are the funniest teams though on like Ranked Ladder and like in global challenges. Like when the 6 Pokemon all look normal and then it's just not. Oh, exactly. Like I'm not sitting here like I tilt a little bit about them during the actual global challenges because it's like I need my champion points, but during just like Ranked Ladder sessions, Ranked Ladder streams, it's whatever. What are you gonna do? Those weird games don't usually make it into my videos unless it's like funny and I won. Like in the Wheezing video from like in the fall that like nobody has watched, which is fine because it's not as good as my newer videos. But in the Wheezing video, I have a moment where my opponent kills my Weezing with a Fissure, and then my last 2 Pokemon are Slacking and Toedscruel, and I still managed to come back from it. Wow, okay, this guy believes in this team. Okay. Okay, this guy really, really believes in this. But I think it's kind of just fine. Yeah, realistically, what's he do to me? Yeah. I don't think we bring Calyrex here, because there's like Wide Guard and stuff. I think we just bring... Because there's a non-zero chance that Dundozo is Grass Terra, and then Torkoal just cooks it if it is. I don't see a situation where Calyrex is useful here. Let's see here. So, oh wow, what a surprise. They led 2 of those 4 Pokemon. Might be a Taunt Flutter, so, or a Taunt or an Imprisoned Flutter. So we're just gonna Blood Moon for now. Because if it's Imprisoned, if it's Taunt and it's Sash, or like Imprisoned and it's Sash, it doesn't change anything, but it's worth trying. Perish Song! Okay, he's doing this stuff. And you have the Taunt. Okay. Same kind of idea. That's okay, because Flutter, like, Dondozo's a physical attacker. Oh, I see. That's kind of funny. So I think right now we just start throwing things at the Dondozo. Or maybe I go for the... Its best move is probably Wave Crash here, so maybe bringing out the Sun is a good idea. Yeah, I mean, Psych Up with like Shadow Shield does seem pretty strong. So I think we switch in Torkoal here, and we just go for like the Hyper Voice. Or actually, or Power. Go for the Special Defense drop. If he goes for like Earthquake and takes out Torkoal, that's fine. If he goes for Tech, that's fine. Sorter up, yeah, that's fine too. Okay, we get a crit. That's still fine. So I bet he's going to protect this turn, because he really wants the Dondozo alive when the Tatsugiri. So he probably thinks I'm going to Blood Moon, and he's going to protect. So we're just switching Smeargle. And we're going to Earth Power again. If he attacks the Torkoal slot and brings Smeargle to Sash, we'll Fake Out next turn. If he doesn't, we'll Decorate. Actually, Decorate won't matter, we'll score. Alright, so I went for the Earthquake, that's fine. So I think he's probably just going to protect. But we're going to Blood Moon in case he's scared of this Miracle. The Torkoal, if we get position Torkoal under Trick Room, we're fine. Like, Torkoal and Smeargle will deal with the rest of this. Yeah, this protects. Okay, so now the Tatsugiri is going to go down. Lunala is going to come out. It's not going to have the boosts yet, so it's probably going to be like Psych Up, and then Dondozo is going to attack. I don't think Dondozo can do a whole lot to Oranguru. Actually, it won't matter, because we're going to Fake Out. So we get Ursaluna out for the free switch. I could have switched there, but like what for? That's the thing. Ooh, Shiny Lunala looks nice in this game. I haven't seen one yet. Yeah, so we can't Fake Out Lunala, obviously, but we can Fake Out Dondozo, and then they can't take out both Pokemon. Hi, Aurora. You haven't missed a whole lot, but you did miss a Terrifier or a Eruption Groudon. Okay, so unless that's Terra Ghost Dozo, in which case I might just end the stream. Please don't be Terra Ghost. Okay, that's what we. What did we talk about, chat? That's what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to see. That was literally exactly what we needed to see. We're fine. We're actually so fine. Okay, so now we're just Spore Lunala and pray that Dondozo takes out Miracle, because that's actively what we want. So we're just gonna, like, Psychic the Lunala, I guess, as well, to break Shadow Shield, and we'll Spore it. So now he doesn't have Shadow Shield up. Ha! Okay. Okay, that's still fine though. It's okay, we still got this. No, we don't. Safety goggles on the Lunala, I'm dead. So it's got Psych Up and Moonblast. I'm guessing the other moves are Wide Guard and Moongeist Beam. Don't know what we do now. Safety goggles Lunala. Bird, thanks so much for checking it out. Really appreciate it. Oh, Our only remaining hope is that he goes for like the Wide Guard here, and we get the Weather Ball kill, and we get like the Decorate. Right? Yeah. Because Follow Me doesn't do anything if the Torkoal won't Oko Lunala. But I think we lose. Facing all sorts of weird stuff today, aren't we? Oh, he only has Moonblast. And it still kills. Okay. Jeez. Well, we literally can't do anything to it, so, GG's, I guess. Perish Dozo with a Psych Up Lunala that has safety goggles. Don't have that on the bingo card either. I really need a new bingo card, I guess. All the weird stuff happening. Uh-huh. I don't even want to know. I don't even know. Though if I can position myself right, this feels like a game that can go like literally just all in on Blood Moon. I think we can do like this. Or Calyrex. Yeah, Calyrex. Oh, I know, right? Like, this isn't just like a ladder session. We're seeing like the most wild card things ever today. Terra Stellar, freaking Stalwart, Power Herb, Archlunon, Fire Terra, Mixed Attacker, Groudon, Psych Up Lunala. If this was like a drinking game, like take a shot every time I see something that's weird on ladder, I'd be far too drunk to keep laddering. For real! That's what it feels like, huh? Okay, so... Can we survive an Electro Drift? Let me see something. Let me check out the old calculator. I don't think I have time to, actually. I'm worried about like weird imprison stuff too. That's the thing. There's so much going on. No one was an extra drift. Well, we don't need to follow me. Follow me. Okay, yeah, we'll follow me. If there's an imprison, there's an imprison. There's not an imprison. Okay. Let's see what's Pokemon up there. Ursaluna. Yeah. I'm assuming it's a min speed Ursaluna, but we're just gonna be careful. So we're gonna taunt. And switch to Calyrex, I guess. I think we could take like Facade plus knockoff. That's completely fine. Okay, and we are faster. That's really important. Because now we can do Glacial Lance, Instruct, Glacial Lance. Never mind, he just takes this out with Facade. I didn't expect that. Okay. Possibly better. Well, I'm gonna start getting some, maybe some Decorate stuff going on. We'll fake out the Incineroar. Fake out the Incineroar, and we'll Glacial Lance. And then Smeargle's probably going to die, but I'm guessing the Miraidon is Specs, and we can just sort of tear through their team with Ursaluna and Calyrex. Probably Ghost Terra. Steel Terra. Okay. Oh my god, dude. What is rank ladder today? I hate defensive Terras and Ursaluna. Ghost is like the correct. It's got a Rock Slide? The heck? Okay, but it matters a lot that we know our Ursaluna is going to outspeed their Ursaluna because it's not min speed. If we can just get one KO, or 2 KOs would actually be ideal. How many turns do we have left? 2. So I think Earth Power should take out their Ursaluna, and then like High Horsepower should take out our Incineroar. Take out the Incineroar. It's not the weirdest thing I've seen, Aura. If it's like bulky. Oh yeah. I mean, that's not the least unusual thing I'm looking at on the battlefield right now. To be honest. Clean. Now, I'm going to go out on a whim And I'm going to assume that the Miraidon is Specs because it has Volt Switch. Because if it wasn't Specs, you can't really fit Volt Switch with like Draco Meteor, Electro Drift, and Discharge. I feel like cutting Discharge for Volt Switch isn't correct, but certainly cutting one of the other stabs for Volt Switch is not correct. Probably Wide Guard on the Iron Valiant. Wait, how'd that thing take damage? Was it? Either I faked it out as Covert Cloak or as Life Orb, so now I'm actually kind of concerned. Actually, that's okay. Because we go Blood Moon, and we go High Horsepower. I doubt they both have Protect. And if one of them gets taken out this turn, then we're fine. I forgot how much I missed locals when you can play games that actually make sense. Haven't played a local in almost a month now. Okay, so we went to the Wide Guard, which means no Protect, which means I think we win. Easy. I mean, if it's Sash, technically we didn't win yet, but we kind of just win. Yeah, there's the Sash. Oh no. Technically we didn't win yet. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? We've, we got two Pokemon against this one, but it's faster. I mean, just Hydro Poison Glacial Lance, I guess. Yeah, okay. I don't even know if that would take them both out. That's the thing. I think Calyrex would live that. Okay, what else we got? A battle against number 948. Oh, that's a Ocean. And an Iron Ball. What the heck? Oh, that's so fun. That's so rude, Titan. I think we just have to like lead Smeargle Calyrex and hope that he doesn't have Imprison. And then I think we're just gonna go hard with like our attackers. Because I don't know if I can safely do like Instruct or Taunt. Yeah, I feel like this is it. I mean, I've seen some Woshin stuff, but it hasn't been like the craziest. So unfortunately, we do have to let him get Aurora Veil up, I think. Or should we be ballsy? Nah, I'm not gonna be ballsy. I can't afford it. I'm guessing it's gonna go like Electro. I'm guessing it's gonna go like Electro Drift plus like Aurora Veil. There's a Terra, like, okay, yeah, he really wants Calyrex dead. We'd live the discharge still, I think, though, just because of the spread damage. This Aurora Veil. That's kind of a slower Miraidon then. Or it's like a Scarf Ninetales. So, I don't know if we would have lived the Volt Switch on Calyrex with the Terra. So I feel like we still made the correct play. Okay. Do I want to be risky with Decorate? Kind of feels like we need to. I think we can risk one Decorate. I think he wants to be aggressive here. I don't think he can afford to follow me. He needs to be aggressive while he needs to be aggressive while he's got the Aurora Veil up. Perfect. No, Ninetales is really good. I want to play around with it with Calyrex as well, just for like, because Ninetales is one of those ways you can play safely through the Miraidon. If you have like a Scarf Ninetales, I've debated like Scarf Ninetales so I can go like fast Aurora Veil, so that way they can't take it out with like Electro Drift. Well, we got what we needed. Now we're just gonna go to town. I think the Glacial Lance will actually KO both of these through the Aurora Veil. I almost want to switch out Torkoal just because. I almost want to switch out Torkoal just to see the numbers. But that's just a bad play. Well, whatever's coming in is getting absolutely roasted. I don't think like there's very much to survive both of these. Oh boy. No, this Iron Bundle's not living nothing. I get that he just wants to reset the sun, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think my opponent has any more of this. So, I'm not going to discuss publicly some of the versions I've been thinking of for this, some of the changes I've been thinking of for this team. But for the people in chat who are paying enough attention, would you guys agree, and girls I guess, sorry Aurora, would you guys and girls agree that Oranguru, while funny, is probably the weakest link on this team? It does like, I feel like it does the least on its own. And as much as like Instruct Glacial Lance or Instruct Eruption is funny, I feel like cutting Oranguru for another sweeper to like diversify my coverage would be good, because this team kind of does struggle with Kyogre as already been shown. And like I've also thought that like the core of like Calyrex, Torkoal, Farigiraf, Raging Bolt has been like really good. Chiyu doesn't do anything for me, Aurora. I know you're obsessed with this fish, but no, it doesn't do anything for me. I only have like one, like I have two special attackers, but I don't need the type overlap. I need less. I need more different coverage. Oh my god, I keep forgetting to interrupt. I need to move Eruption back to the top slot. Yeah, but that doesn't help with my Kyogre matchup or other things I'm struggling with, unfortunately. Gambit seems okay, but it also I kind of want something that specifically is good for Kyogre. So I've tested versions of Raging Bolt and Rilla in the Oranguru slot, and I'm not sure if they're it, but they seem okay. I've considered Fire Pawn actually a couple times, just because it will synergize well with the Torkoal. And imagine decorating a Fire Pawn then Terraing. +3 Ivy Cudgel in the sun. Honestly, we don't need it to be slow though. Yeah, grass could be good too, but the problem with grass is I feel like it would really want sash. And like sash is very important to keep on Smeargle here. So, or Aurora, I know you've been one of the privileged few to see this team in action before this stream, but Titan, what do you think of it? I think it's just a lot of fun. It's like, it makes me wish there was gonna be a Reg G GS, a Reg G like global challenge. Because I would love to play this in the global challenge. I wish we'd see more Amoonguses because the Farigiraf is so good for Amoongus, and we're not getting to like do it. What fresh hell is this? Okay, that's worth knowing. That's pretty good. Yeah, I can see Rock Pond. But the problem is, if I have Rock Pond, then do I even need Smeargle? And then it stops being the same team. And like, I don't know. I really like the Smeargle. Yeah, I'll probably drop Guru for like versions I test more more privately. But I think for like ladder games, I think for ladder games, this version is pretty much perfect though, because Aurora Guru is really good at like blind ladder. I can smell that imprisoned in DD a mile away. And we'll have to, yeah, we kind of need to bring Torkoal here personally now. Okay. That's pretty much fine. I love that there's like the one Legends Arceus song just like directly copied into this game. We're gonna Terra, Trick Room, and Spore Lunala. Or we're gonna Terra, Trick Room, and Decorate. Because we are mad. We are just mad. And like, I don't think anything they do hurts us. Like, if we Terra, we can definitely take the Tachyon Cutter plus Moongeist Beam. So for anybody else who lives in North America, is it a scorching heat wave where you live as well? Gravity? Huh, what the heck? Okay. Gravity... Okay. I guess we'll try to Spore that Lunala so it doesn't put my Calyrex to sleep. What is going on? Okay. Of course we're still asleep. This is such a wild team. What the hell? Tachyon Cutter for the Smeargle. It doesn't kill it. Okay, we're not going to wake up this turn, but so we're just going to waste a move slot. And I think we're going to... Now we're going to try and Spore Lunala if we wake up. So we can't Wide Guard. No worries, Titan. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate the support, especially for the first one. I'll be streaming for like another hour, and I'll probably be posting the VOD on a new channel if you're ever curious about that. And like I said, a lot of these games are going to make it into a couple videos. Thanks again so much for coming by. Okay, so it's probably late for that, but we're probably going to see an Expanding Force that doesn't take out my two Pokemon. Like, it takes out Spherical for sure, but Calyrex lives that for sure. Yeah. You don't care. And now... can sort of just start going to town. Instruct on Oranguru will actually give... actually, no, we don't want to instruct this turn. So I think we'll... taunt. We'll taunt this slot. In case he like switches Lunala back in or something. Yeah, see, like, Instruct would have been a good play if we knew for sure we were gonna wake up. But if we didn't wake up and then we instructed and then did wake up, it would actually make Calyrex use Trick Room again. Actually, no, it would have been high horsepower. It would have been fine. For some reason, I thought it would have been Trick Room. But we're fine. Now we are fine. So DD's taunted. The worst it can do is like Dazzling Gleam. If he sends out Lunala, we're gonna go high horsepower, instruct high horsepower. Because it's almost certainly got Wide Guard. Okay, Urshifu. Yeah, we can Glacial Lance. We can just Glacial Lance instruct here. Because the first Glacial Lance is gonna be +1. It's gonna take out Indeedee, and then the second one's gonna be +2. And I think a +1 followed by a +2 should take out the Urshifu. Oh, he's just sending in Lunala. Okay. So we don't go +1, +2, but I think we take out the Lunala instead, which is probably more valuable. The first one's going to be reduced by Shadow Shield, so we'll see how much that does. And we can assume the second one will do about double that. Might kill it, might not. No worries, Aurora. Thank you so much for popping in. I know it's like school time for you. Don't worry about it. School, you know, school comes first. Thanks for popping in. Ooh, and the second one takes it out. Perfect. So all we've got is the Sleeping Indeedee that has had no sleep turns used yet, and an Urshifu that, what's it gonna do? I think we can just Glacial Lance instruct again. Indeedee can't wake up. Okay, it just concedes. Keep cycling through the battle themes. We'll do, go back to this one, this classic. What do we got? Trafigos, Vrilla, Comfy. Okay, this one of these types of teams. So I think we are fine to just do a lot of the normal shenanigans of Glacial Lance. We just gotta like position ourselves well. So like, if we go like Smeargle, Calyrex, we have a slow fake out. But if we switch to Fridge Draft in the back and then we start going like Helping Hand and Glacial Lances, we're gonna start like throwing out a lot of extra damage. I'm torn between Ursa and Torkoal, but I think Ursa just barely is better here. Oranguru would be good if we could position it well, but it's hard to guarantee. Oranguru is mostly also there for Amoonguss, which we're not seeing, so what are you gonna do? The funny thing is, my opponent's probably seeing my team and thinking, oh wow, what is this ladder garbage? But I don't usually do the rank ladder in-game until a lot of thorough testing on Showdown. And I feel like there's a difference between something like intuitive and then just ladder garbage. I considered variations of this for Worlds in like my early testing. And it's probably not happening, but I never entirely discounted it yet. Because Decorate is absurd. And I feel like if I could find the best version of this team, we'd be in a really good spot. So we're probably going to see a Trick Room reversal or a taunt from the Comfy, and probably like a fake out or like a screen or screens from Grimmsnarl. So I think starting with like Glacial Lance Decorate is perfectly safe. We avoid any shenanigans, and worst case scenario, if he fakes out one of my Pokemon, one of the moves still happens. Earlier when I was playing, I think it was with the Armor Rouge team still, somebody tried to stop Trick Room and instead set it up for me, and they just conceded. So we got a Thunder Wave. I don't really mind that, because then we're going to make it for sure be slow. Okay, the fact that we're going that the Comfey is going last means it's probably using Trick Room. So this is going to be quite the first turn. I don't think we're just going to get to use Trick Room, actually. It didn't get to Trick Room. It just went, nope. Pretty good way to start the battle. Okay, let's watch my opponent absolutely lose her sanity. I bet she doesn't expect for a Giraffe in the back, because usually it's like a lead Pokemon for a team like this. So we're going to High Horsepower Incineroar, and we're going to switch it for a Giraffe. And I bet we're going to see a Terrapagos Terra use Terra Starstorm, not take out Calyrex, and then Incineroar is going to go down to High Horsepower. There's the fake out. No Terra though, but that's fine. Calm mind, that's cool. I don't know how calm your mind is going to be when you're facing a +3 Glacial Lance, but that's completely fine. See, that's why I love hard Trick Room. Sometimes it can be tricky to position yourself. Getting set up is like a puzzle, but then like once you get all your pieces into place, sometimes you just get to be mean. Like, the Glacial Lance is going to be not very effective at first, but let's just see how much it can do. I'm surprised he didn't Terra, though. Or I guess he wants it to be not very effective. You get more HP? I don't know. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so instead, this turn, we're going to Protect, and we're going to Trick Room with Giraffe, because now we're getting now we're slightly less comfortable. That's still fine. The paralysis is annoying, but that's still fine. So we get the Trick Room off. And now what I think we can do is we can pretty safely go like Ursaluna. And we're going to Terra Blood Moon. And we're going to Uproar first to pop the shield if he doesn't Terra. If he does Terra, it should just go down. Yeah, so there's my Terra. Okay, so no Terra. So I think this does it. Uproar should pop Terra Shell. And I know it's +1 defense, but like Life Orb, Terra Normal, Blood Moon. I don't know. I think that should kill it. Okay, it doesn't. That's okay. Oh, he didn't even take the opportunity to attack. Now he has no way to win. Because, like, what do you do now against this? You can protect stall, I guess, try to get some HP back, but there's still 2 more turns of Trick Room. So if you protect stall, survive all of the following turns of Trick Room, then you'll get to win with the Terra Star Storm, I guess. But no, actually it's fine because if he gets to Terra Star Storm, we're just gonna actually we'll protect Ursulina that turn and we'll let Furry Draft die. Okay, he's doing the thing. But does it live Helping Hand Blood Moon? I don't know. If it does, I guess I lose, but I don't know. And then we can put it in a position where we can spore it or something. Like, we're not doing terribly. I just don't know if it lives this. Yeah, easy. No, I didn't think that mattered. The extra calm mine was super greedy. Okay. Another Terrapagos bites the dust. This team so far has been pretty good into a lot of the Terrapagos stuff, so I've been having a lot of fun with that. I'll probably try to get a few more battles in, and then we'll start slowly winding it down. I was thinking about streaming till about somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock EST, which is 7:30 would be in 22 minutes. See how the rest of the games go. If we can get a couple more good games for the video. Oh, it's the team from the first regional of the format. What's it called? Where was it? Indianapolis. I don't think I'm super fussed about this version though. I think, yeah, we just gotta position Calyrex and Spherical properly. Is this a Torkoal game? It's probably a Torkoal game. I think Torkoal and, like, Oranguru, so we can, like, do double attacks because of the Sturdy. I just don't remember if the Friddraft has Imprison. Let me see here. Let's just look at the one from Minneapolis. Did the Friddraft have Imprison? It did not, we're fine. So the Trick Room feels like a pretty likely play. I bet he's gonna try to reverse Trick Room here, because it seems like a pretty common play on like lower ladder stuff. So he's gonna follow me and Glacial Lance. I think it's the safest play. He's tearing something. Okay, he wants to ride on to deal max damage, that's fair. So he's probably going, he might go for Discharge. Bad, actually, Discharge would be bad for me. It might make it kill it for a giraffe. Okay, so just Volt Switch. So, I'm not sure yet if he's going for reversing Trick Room or not then. Might just be expecting me to Trick Room and going for an attack. But that's okay, because if it's like Ogre Pawn that comes out, we can really recover from that. Whimsicott's fine. Taunt, Encore, foul play. I hope Whimsicott is stashed. Yeah, that was actually better. Okay. So we're just gonna Terra and Glacial Lance. And we're gonna Trick Room. I'll ring Guru. I'm thinking he's gonna go for the foul play again. If it goes for a Trick Room and turns it off, that's mildly annoying. What does the Whimsicott have? Let me see here. We should have Encore, Tailwind, Blue Blast, Protect. Okay, easy. Yeah, protect the Whimsicott. Foul play on the Calyrex, yeah. And now I bet he's gonna try. He was probably gonna try an Encore like Calyrex or something, but you know that's not gonna really work, is it? Now we got the priority Encore, but what do you Encore? Glacial Lance? I don't think so. Switch to Torkoal now. Glacial Lance should take these both out. Encore will fail if it was Encore into Orange Guru. There might be a switch, but we don't care about that. And now I don't think there's anything left on the team that can stand up to this. Yes, there's the Encore that fails. He's trying to reverse Trick Room, expecting me to go for the Instruct. So we get our Glacial Lance, we get our +2. Trick Room reversal games can tend to be like sketchy, but I honestly just don't bother trying a lot of the time anymore. As like I just demonstrated, a lot of games you can just play around them trying and still do fine even without getting Trick Room up right away. Now we just go Glacial Lance and Eruption, and I think it's just over. I don't even know if my opponent's gonna try still. Well, at least letting me get the kill. It looks so much nicer for the stream. Rhydon surviving that is wild, and now we get to the now Calyrex gets to have all 4 kills. I love it. No, that was great. Alright, what else we got? Against Nico. What do you got for me, Nico? Goltress, Pelipper, Zamazenta, Shenpao. Okay, I've seen a few things like this. The Goltress is foul play, so it's pretty scary into our Calyrex. Ursa and Torkoal will take care of a lot of this stuff better than Calyrex will, so I think this is actually a game where Calyrex gets shelved. I think the goal here is to get Trick Room up, and then try to position like Oranguru next to like Ursaluna or Torkoal. Do we care about Bago? Kinda. So Maybe not Oranguru, maybe just Smeargle or Selena. It's just because of the sash. There's a sash somewhere there. But they decorate's fine. Yeah, we'll do this. Loving the Iron Valiant profile picture. Okay, so it's starting with this just sort of strong stuff. Okay, so we're gonna Terra in case Fiery Rat stings really badly. And we're gonna try and Spore the Zamazenta. If it's Grass Terra like a lot of them are lately, then baiting that out faster is better. That way nothing else in the team can have a defensive Terra for the Torkoal. Like Rillaboom being Terra Fire. Okay, our defense is fine, man. Do that all you want. Fiery Wrath, yeah. Okay, we would have been fine. But, like, I wanted to be careful. And that also means now we can take another one if we flinch, etc. Okay, we're good. Goltress is probably going to protect. Expecting a Spore or, like, Dazzling Gleam or something. So we're going to switch in Torkoal, and we're going to Decorate. And this is where it gets really, really mean. Yep, the Protect is fine, and it was Zamazenta was asleep the team turn before, so it doesn't even get to it's guaranteed to not wake up this turn. And let's just make it so that like nothing is ever surviving this eruption. Yeah? Yeah. Pelipper, I guess? That's fine. We don't care. Terra Water. Okay, it's Terra Water, we kind of care. Oh well. Don't see Terra Water's Zamazenta as much anymore, so I wasn't really expecting it. But that's okay, we can reposition and reset up. See, look how much we already did. Oh hey Kumo, thanks for coming. Okay, so that Pelipper is almost certainly going to Wide Guard. But we're just going to Eruption anyway in case he doesn't, and we're going to have to Spore. Yeah. I think like this Torkoal is about to start doing so much damage, I don't even think we care about the rain. We just gotta hope that Zamazenta stays asleep one more turn. Okay, he body presses Smeargle, and that's fine. So we know there's Goltress on the team, and we know there's something else. But I think that Zamazenta is going to protect, probably. We'll Blood Moon though, just in case. Yeah. Kind of a rough spot now, but Water Terra is like I'm surprised at the Water Terra plus Rain. A lot of people will tend to do like defensive Terra against water or fire and then have like the opposite weather. Like you'll have Grass Terra and Rain for the fire damage. But this isn't unwinnable. This is going to be really, really hard. Maybe it's unwinnable. Okay, protect her Saloon. See if there's a body press coming that way. Yeah. There's probably an Electro Shot, though, that's going to deal a chunk to Torkoal, and that's kind of the bigger problem. I think we're just out. I doubt that's going to do little enough that Eruption's still going to hurt, especially in the rain. Yeah! Yeah! Alright, game over. Yeah, we don't really have any answers to that. I'm not going to waste my opponent's time. If they were going to kill me this turn, I would play it out for fun, so it's better than canceling. If I'm not going to play it the next couple turns, we're just losing. Water Terra's Amazenta, what are you going to do? And water types in general are what this team struggles with, which is why I'm going to be definitely editing it in the future. But still a lot of fun for the meantime. Okay, another one of these. We already saw how we answer that, so that's good. We're pretty much fine there. Let's just do that. Alright, so Ursaluna Miraidon is the lead. Kumo, thank you so much for the follow. Ignore the botched follow notification. I gotta fix that before the next stream. I guess this should be fine. So we can just go Trick Room Fake Out. I might switch to Fruit Draft. Let's be careful. Will Trick Room follow me still? Knowing my luck, if I clicked Fake Out, there's going to be a Fruit Draft coming. I didn't click Fake Out and there's no Fruit Draft, but still. So it's probably going to be Discharge plus Hyper Voice, but I think we can survive that. Like, I think Calyrex can live both of those, maybe, possibly, I'm not sure. Okay, this is Discharge. It makes sense because he left the Ursaluna. Never mind. Does he have Blood Moon instead of Hyper Voice, maybe? Nah, okay. Alright, we lost. I should have just clicked Fake Out. But it was kind of a 50-50 there. Because if I clicked Fake Out and he switched in for a draft, it was just going to be toast anyway. I think another change I'd make to this team as well is that I would probably go for the Terra Grass on the Calyrex, because it makes us better off into these Miraidon leads. This team was made and like sort of finalized for the video that before any of the regionals happened, and I didn't want to like redo my whole script and redo all the other stuff that I've been working on for the video just because of like all the meta changes. And it's ladder, right? Like you're not going to face top meta teams every single time. But I think another change I would definitely make from the rental that's going to be going out is probably Grass Terra Calyrex. Because we've had a few situations where Grass Terra would have been very nice. Sometimes just ranked battles are like that. Okay, so there's the first Amoongus of the day. And is this a team where I'd even use the Amoongus? Yeah, probably. Doesn't really have anything that you can do to like my main stuff. So I think we just go for Giraffe and like sweepers here. And Giraffe will just ensure that nothing else falls asleep. Oh, and we could do the skill swap weather thing. This might be a really good example of some of the more niche strategies on the team getting to finally be used in this stream. Oh, that's an interesting read. I'm still going to Terra Grass just to be careful. And I actually don't mind as much if one of my Pokemon gets taken out in this instance. So I'm just going to Blood Moon the Goltress and make a dent. If he doubles into Blood Moon, then it's fine, because it means Giraffe is safe. But I doubt he doubles into Blood Moon because of the obvious like Protect Trick Room setup. With closed team sheets, I doubt they're expecting the defensive Grass Terra on Giraffe, so... Okay. I believe last game the Blood Fiery Wrap did less than 62, so... No, okay. But that's okay, because we went Blood Moon into Goltress and not into the now -2 Latios. So Blood Moon's going to take out Goltress, or put it pretty low. I'm hoping it takes it out. Kind of annoying that it didn't, but that's okay. Foul Play shouldn't do a whole lot before we get snowballing. It's super effective. He doesn't have stat. He doesn't have like the terror or anything. We're gonna Trick Room and we're gonna Hyper Voice under Ursaluna just to continue to punish my opponent for if they don't like double into Calyrex. Draco Meteor into Ursa. That doesn't KO. But we'll die to our own Life Orb, but that's fine. Oh, Fire Wrath, that's fine too. So now we get our Trick Room. Okay, so there's a very scary Pelipper in the back. We're going to Glacial Lance now, and then we're going to Weather Ball the Latios slot in case he switches in Pelipper. Pelipper's not horrible though, because it makes it so they can't just Wide Guard with Pelipper over and over, because then Torkoal can just kill it. Okay, so protect Latios, it's fine. So now we're still getting the +1 on Calyrex. Latios is also -4, so it's not really doing anything anymore damage-wise. I bet that Calyrex can take the Draco Meteor no problem. Okay, yeah, there's the Pelipper. So we're gonna Glacial Lance anyway, in case he expects me to play around the Wide Guard. And we're just going to Weather Ball the Pelipper for now. Zamazenta, okay. There's the Wide Guard. So how much does the Specs Weather Ball do to Pelican? Oh, perfect. It's a 2-tap. So I'm actually going to ignore the Pelipper for this turn. And high horsepower Weather Ball into Zamazenta. It's a risky play, but I'm expecting he's still going to wide guard because he might feel like he has to, or he might switch to the Latios, expecting me to knock Glacial Lance. I don't like Weather Ball to Torkoal will ruin me, but I'm not really expecting it. Hey, what's the Terra here? Rasts. That's the problem. So he probably still did the wide guard. Yeah. Nope. Okay. This didn't work out the way I hoped. I should have been more protective of the Calyrex. Not Calyrex, for draft and lead the game. Okay. One turn left of Trick Room. Not in a super great spot. I'm gonna Weather Ball. Pelican. Just the wide guard. Yeah, we don't have any hope here. My mistake here was definitely being too cocky and like bringing less support options and like it's just assuming for a draft to take whatever they threw at it. I also would probably go Fairy Terra for draft. Grass Terra is for like some defensive purposes. That's still really useful, especially against like Kyogre. But we don't need the grass for like Spore, so. I've also considered putting Wide Guard Smeargle on this team over Fake Out even. Because we're not getting the quick Fake Out as much as we used to, and Wide Guard would have helped in so many situations we've had. I think I'll keep the stream going until 8 o'clock though. I'll do like 2 or 3 more battles depending on the length, and then we'll call it regardless of how they go. Thunderous, Hitmont, oh wow, what a bunch of weird stuff. Even though he's getting cut, this actually feels like a pretty good game for Oranguru. I think we go like Oranguru, Calyrex, Ursaluna, and then probably have Smeargle in the back for Fake Out, Spore, and Decorate. Baru, thank you so much for sticking around for most of the stream. I really appreciate you tuning in. You have yourself a good night. It's like late-ish here. It's like 7:30 p.m. But I also work nights, so this is more like me doing this in the morning. Thanks again for stopping by. Oh, I like that profile picture of the Flutter Mane like, looking at the stars. It's pretty nice. Serena and Urshifu. So I'm expecting like a couple attacks in Oranguru, but I don't think Power Whip and yeah, we probably just don't Terra. And we'll switch Smeargle. We'll switch Ursaluna for Calyrex. think we'll see like Power Whip or like... Oh, he has Taunt. We keep forgetting about this. That thing probably has Taunt. Okay, so we actually did go Surging Strikes into the Calyrex or Saluna slot. So Terra could have been the call. Okay, so it actually, if it has Taunt, it wasn't using it. I'm always scared that I'm always gonna be scared that it doesn't have Taunt now after the jump scare against the last team that had a Serena. So we're gonna Struct Calyrex and we're gonna Glacial Lance after a Terra, just in case we don't take out the Urshifu. Okay, protect on the Serena, that's fine. So we'll see if the Urshifu is locked or not. A close combat wouldn't make a huge difference, but it'd be funny. Yeah, okay. That would not have been a 2-co anyway, but I think the next turn we'll be able to kill it after taking out the Serena. Yeah, actually, we probably would have... No, that was a crit, okay. Surge Strikes into Oranguru. That might take it out. Okay, it does. That's okay. We can start doing scarier things now. Okay, we can't fake out because of the Serena. So we don't know if Urshifu is Scarf or not. So we're gonna Spore. And just Glacial Lance. I don't think he has anything safe to switch into the Spore, so that's great. That's fine too. We don't really care about the Serena at all, so we can just let him do his thing. Okay. If we take out the Urshifu with the Glacial Lance, the Spore will be amazing. Perfect. +1 on the Calyrex, and then a Sleeping Terapagos. I think it's either going to Wide Guard or it's going to Fake Out. So we're just going to Spore it and High Horsepower it. Terapagos was just switched in, so it's guaranteed to not wake up this turn. Is he Terra-ing to hit him? Oh, okay. I guess for the HP boost. Okay, so we went for the Wide Guard, so we're going to get the High Horsepower and the Spore off. Or we're just going to miss it, because why not? Terapagos can't wake up though, so that's really important. I'm also nearly certain we can live one super effective Terra Starstorm. Oh, never mind, we're not full health. So we just have to hope he stays asleep. We'll Glacial Lance. Okay, yeah, so now he's weak. Just stay asleep. Come on, come on. Good give me some good RNG. Come on, so much text. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna spore the Terrapagos that's now been asleep, and we're gonna protect. And if we can get this... Oh yeah, that's perfect, that's perfect. So Terrapagos is gonna wake up. It's gonna tear a Starstorm, or it's gonna... Okay, it's not protecting. Oh. For some reason I thought, oh my god, that's terrible then. I thought it was already been asleep for 3 turns. Okay, so now our next best bet is to follow me and hope we live the Terra Starstorm and Trick Room. Or, no, let's just go for the double protect bucket. No. Okay, we do live it, that's good to know. Oh my god, this could have been so much better. 2 turns of messing it up and we would have been fine. Okay. You can tell I'm getting tired, chat. Okay, so we protect here. That's fine. Let's see which one she attacks. Oh, she goes for light screen, okay. I'm trying to figure out if we still have hope. We'd have to get we had to get this double protect, and Ursulina needs to live this turn. No. Oh well. If I had realized that it was asleep for 2 turns and not 3, I would have played differently. I think that's the worst. I think it's one of the only times I've been messed up by my opponent having like left 4 sleep turns when I wanted to have less. Now we almost got there, despite my 2 mistakes. I think there's been a bit of pressure from like playing live on stream for the first time as well. Alright, so depending on the length of them, we'll have at least 1 more game, possibly 2. I won't like stop the stream right at 8 o'clock, but I'm not going to start a match at like 7:57. Okay, this is really close to some of the stuff I've tested, so this is really interesting to see. Like the Calyrex, Ridgeraft, Incineroar, Torkoal, like even Raging Bull. Like I've tested a lot of like that 5, and I've done a lot of it with Incineroar as well. Judging by the rest of this, I'm actually going to assume that the Urshifu is dark, but we can work with either. We can put ourselves in a pretty good position with Torkoal and Smeargle and Oranguru pretty quickly. So I think we're just gonna like go like this. I think regardless of who wins, this is gonna be a pretty quick game, so. Okay, so we got the Incineroar, and we got the Urshifu. It is Rapid Strike. We're gonna Trick Room, and we're going to follow me, I guess. If he fakes out the Smeargle, it's fine. But we're gonna Terra Water the Oranguru, so even though Surging Strikes won't be an Oko, we'd rather not lose to the possibility of like Surging Strikes plus knockoff. And Terra Water is where we will want to be for my opponent's Torkoal anyway. Okay, so he did go for the Surging Strikes, and no Dingo. So we might actually see the knockoff, and it'll play out exactly like I was like worried about. Oh, taunt. That's okay. That's annoying. It's fine though. We can play around that. I'm gonna assume that the Urshifu is probably locking the Surging Strikes. It looks like a fast Scarf version to help set up Trick Room and stuff for this team. And my opponent thinks I'm in a position where he'd rather me not have Trick Room. So he's definitely going to taunt Calyrex. So we're just gonna go like high horsepower into Incineroar for now. Calyrex shouldn't die to Surging Strikes plus knockoff, but it's possible. There's a Terra. On the Urshifu. Water Terra. He probably goes for the taunt again though. You can't really rely on the knockoff damage to be enough. Oh, he just went for the knockoff. Jeez, it wasn't enough. Okay. I guess I should have tried to fake out the Incineroar, but it's kind of hard to be sure if that would have been actually the play. The hours are a pretty rough spot, but it's still possible we can get somewhere. The Surging Strikes shouldn't KO Torkoal. If our taunt wears off, then we could... Parting shot. Okay. Okay, so there's my opponent's Torkoal. Nah, we lose. I was thinking if we took out the Urshifu, maybe we had a chance, but I don't think so. We'll just get started with the last game of the night, and just sort of forget this one happened. Oh, Tougho, thank you. I really appreciate that. Nice to have at least some person witness how weird the ladder has been for me today. Oh, I've seen a few teams like this. The Dawn Wings is pretty sketchy. A lot of wide guard stuff. I think this could be okay if we just play normal Trick Room things. Go for like Oranguru and Calyrex. There's not gonna be like Taunt there, possibly Imprison, but... And we'll do like this. I've been seeing a lot of size fan variants with just like Indeedee, Ursaluna, and Dawn Wings, and those are like the only 3 Pokemon that are like fixed to the team, which is really nice because like I like Indeedee and Ursaluna. It's hard for me to ignore Dawn Wings when it's a Meteor Beam Pokemon that plays well like Armarouge. Yeah, I'm getting tired and I'm getting hungry, so I think even if this is a quick match, I think this will be the last one of the stream. So hopefully it's a good one, or we're gonna see some weird stuff like Taunt Ursaluna. Alright, let's see what they got. Dawn Wings and Urshifu. So there's gonna be a Meteor Beam, and there's gonna be a Surging Strikes for close combat. Calyrex is overall more defensive, so we can afford to go like Trick Room, and I'm gonna taunt the Dawn Wings just in case it tries to stop the Trick Room, or if it has like Protect. I know it doesn't get Wide Guard, which Lunala does, but even the Protect could be a problem, or like just turning off Trick Room. He might look at my team and think, oh wow, like I'd rather be out of Trick Room. Which is like an important thing to know about just playing Trick Room in general. You want to know, when you're playing a hard Trick Room mirror, you really want to have a good idea of whether you want to be in Trick Room or not, like compared to your opponents. He went right for the Water Terra, expecting like the turn 1 Glacial Lance, I guess. So we're also going to go for the Water Terra, because Water is just a really good defensive Terra. There's a U-turn. If it's Ursaluna, I don't think we really care. Because at worst it speed ties Calyrex. And it should die to a Glacial Lance. Especially after Psychic chipping it a little bit. Unless Dawn Wings goes for Meteor Beam into Oranguru, which is actually kind of ideal because then we get a free switch into something stronger. Pelipper. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so we got the Meteor Beam. Probably went into Calyrex though, right? Because it's Ice type, probably being like, oh yeah, we're just gonna knock that Beam out. Oh, we didn't Psychic. I don't know why I was thinking, oh, what happens if we Psychic the Pelipper? Okay, so we get up Trick Room. What else do we have? Just Smeargle. Okay. That's pretty much perfect here. So he's already Terra'd. So we can pretty cleanly go Glacial Lance and Fake Out. Dawn Wings is gonna Protect or maybe reverse Trick Room, or it's just gonna use an attack. None of those really bother me. His +1, but it's not Okoing Calyrex like that. It's not Okoing Smeargle because of Focus Sash. But like now my opponent's team has got 3 water types, and this is just such a good example of why we want like a Raging Bolt or maybe an Iron Hands for this team. Iron Hands would probably balance out well with having another physical attacker, but with Zamazenta. Oh, Sana Queen, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Oh, it kind of sucks that we didn't take it out. That's okay. So we didn't try to wide guard, and that's interesting. So what are we at for Trick Room turns? We got 3 left. So I'm actually gonna high horsepower the Lunala, and we're gonna Spore Pelipper, and then we should just get a Wreak Havoc after Trick Room, or like after this turn. Yeah, so this is a wide guard. Is that thing slow enough to underspeed Smeargle? No, Smeargle is 72 speed, so the slowest the Necrozma could be is 73, I believe. So it can't underspeed the Smeargle. So yeah, Smeargle dies. And now we should be fine to just start taking shit out. Go Glacial Lance, and it could wake. Could it wake up? No, it can't. So we'll go with Glacial Lance and Hyper Voice in case of a switch. Yeah. And now I'm not super concerned about the Ogre Pawn, and I'm not super concerned about the Ursaluna, like whatever else can be on the team. Just because... So the Urshifu has U-turn, so it's almost certainly a Scarf one. And the Ogre Pawn is going to have Sturdy and Spiky Shield, right? But we should go like Hyper Voice Glacial Lance. What's it doing? It's not really doing a whole lot. Topo, if you're still here, I want to thank you again, by the way, for pointing out like the interaction between Prison Armor on Necrozma and Terra Starstorm from Terrapagos. I've been pretty much dismissive of Necrozma this entire format. Every one time he's tried to convince me it's been good. Because it's like, oh yeah, it's just worse than Duskmane in almost every aspect. Then it's like, oh, Prism Armor, Terra, yeah, it was actually such a useful interaction that I just didn't know. Yeah, unless you actually survive like a couple Terra Starstorms, it's really good. And also, Toffo, the fact that you've been here like the entire time, I really appreciate that. Considering how much I've looked up to you as a player, the fact that you've been here to support my first streams for so much is really appreciated. Okay, so... Okay. He tried. My opponent tried his best. And right when I said I was ending the stream at 8 o'clock, it just hit 8 o'clock. And we're ending this with a face laser from my bear into his bear. What an absolutely poetic way to end the stream. Ursaluna is the superior bear. But I was right that the Ursaluna was meant to be, so that was interesting. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for everybody who came to stop by. I'll open up the party and talk a little bit more about the team. So like I said, this team is going to have a video made for it soon. I've got the script done, I've got some of the recording done, so I'm hoping like maybe this week or on the weekend. This coming weekend I'll be pretty busy because it's my birthday, but I'm hoping to get the video done before then or just after. So the Torkoal is almost the same as my normal Torkoals, except its speed is higher than normal, so that inside a Trick Room, the Farigiraf will go first for skill swap reasons and uproar reasons, so we can keep the Torkoals awake and keep the sun up when necessary. Oranguru is basically just there to Trick Room, instruct, taunt, and chip some damage away with Psychic if we need. Inner Focus prevents flinching, and we can go like Taunt with Safety Goggles to prevent as another way to prevent sleep. Calyrex is running the same set that literally every Calyrex runs. Min speed with like the same 4 moves. You don't really need anything besides Glacial Lance and a high horsepower for coverage. Power Lens for Draft lets you underspeed Torkoal and Calyrex in Trick Room, so you can keep them awake with Uproar. Everything else is pretty standard except for the skill swap. Smeargle just does everything you could possibly want, because that's the benefit of learning every move. And Bear. Like Torkoal and Calyrex, it's kind of just like the set everybody would run. Just Bear. All right. Thank you all for tuning in, and I appreciate the compliment, High Maintenance. Thanks for sticking around for most of the stream. And, well, Ruby out.